What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experienced with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, it is a Victory Monday, baby. Long weekend, exciting weekend, fun-filled weekend with plenty of people that we saw, and I can't wait to discuss it, baby. So, with that being said, man, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was really good, dude. Cap it off with a dub. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Be able to hang out with my brother, a bunch of my friends, family on Saturday, golf. Go from Erie to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Link up with you, tailgate. Cap it off with the Steeler dub. Great weekend, man.
That's weekend, what, bro.
Me and I came up with my cousin-in-law on our way back.
Hey, shout out to him too. He was actually cool, bro. He was cool.
You
did say that. You did say that.
Hey, bro, I got some family. Could he pull through? He's golfing with us. He wants to come up to the game. It looked like you were a little bit nervous. I'm like, trust me, man. He's cool.
You never know at first, right? Because I'm like, all right, maybe he's cool with Deke, but man, I don't know if he's, you know what I mean? Like, what's his vibe? Like, yeah, but he was chill. He was a cool cat, man. He never seemed, rattled in whatever situations we were getting into because it was always some fun stuff happening around us, man.
No, not at all. Great weekend. That's what we said multiple times on the way back. We're like,
facts.
This was a great weekend. And then to have a weekend like this, there's going to be hype around it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the combo events, at least for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you too.
Oh,
you
bro,
had
what?
Jam, you all
Heck
fan,
yeah, bro.
Game,
yes.
It lived up to the hype, if not exceeded the expectations. It was awesome.
I was definitely going with it exceeded. Man, a fun-filled weekend, bro. I'm glad your weekend was dope from your side because I know, like I said, mine was insane, bro, like from start to finish. But, man, that's definitely good to hear on your part, man. So, for me, man, obviously Friday was just crazy going to the JMU Hall of Fame, being inducted into that.
So that was the official ceremony.
Yeah, that was the official ceremony Friday. Gave my little speech and everything. I actually got the video. I was thinking about posting it, man. We got the whole little, they were playing my introduction.
You got your speech? You have a speech?
I got the whole video. Yeah, obviously it's on like a phone, but like somebody was recording when I was talking. So I was like, you know what, I might share that with my
family members. They have an
official
feed they could send you?
So they got the official intro, but not the actual like me talking just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on that. I'm like, once I get that, I might drop that up there, man. But
sure.
No, it was cool, man. Just seeing former teammates, coaches, family members, academic advisors. Definitely needed them once or twice to help your boy out. So no, it was cool seeing them. Then obviously heading up to Buffalo. That was dope. I mean, even from start to finish with the tailgate, both sides of it, being able to see the Steelers fans that I rock with, Bills fan I rock with, former employees, things like that, teammates. So it was a cool situation. And then the sweet life, man. The seats were fire. No bathroom lines. We even got some banter going on with our Steeler crew versus some Bills crew, which at times, I mean, people were looking a little like, y'all gonna be all right here? Or is this about to get shut down?
There might have been a death threat thrown out there.
There might have been a death threat.
I was like, wow, I didn't know it went that far in the suites.
Oh, man.
The dude bounced up. The late third quarter, fourth quarter. I looked up probably 30 minutes before the game ended. I'm like, all right, that dude wasn't that serious.
Seriously, man.
He had his wife holding him back. He acted like he was going to walk down and meet with us, but you could tell it was like one of those fake things the NBA players
You know
do.
how I go, man. My man, he looked like, and they're saying check your mic. They're saying your mic is off.
It's off. Really? Hold on.
Yeah, I wasn't getting that vibe, but yeah, you check that out.
Mic check. Anything? Nothing.
Let's see what the people say in a second there. Hold on.
How about now? Mic check.
Pull up your chat too. I'm gonna check on my end,
Okay.
see if I can see something.
Got you.
Yeah. But I say, because everything on my end is saying that you're good. They're saying you sound low.
Mic check. Should I just turn it up?
Yeah, check that. They're definitely saying it's your mic though.
How about now?
Give him a second.
Is it just low or is it off?
Yo.
I'm pulling up the chat now.
Yeah, you read the chat, see what they're saying over here. Because on my end, like I said, levels look good over here, man.
Across the room, it's low and super echo. Tap up on the mic. Bouncing off the wall.
I got you. Hold on. Yo, we back now.
Is it good?
We good now. Guarantee we good now.
Should we redo the intro?
Yeah, we'll do the re-intro. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. Now I got it. No, so what? Is what I thought it was earlier. So we're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Okay.
All right. So now that we're good, there we
Dude,
go.
chat is going crazy. Like this got to be
There we
the
go.
most
Yeah, y'all are
frequent comments we've ever
active.
seen.
Holy
Shout out.
cow! All right. So yeah, man, we'll do this. It's the audio was janky. We'll redo that intro real quick, and then that way, for the podcast people, they'll have that, and then we'll do the chopping that we need to chop later on over here.
Sure.
But all right, for a recap then. So first off, what's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Hey, now we're back. Now we're good. So we were recapping the weekend, right? And how awesome of a weekend it was for both of us. So we'll start from the top, man. You get yours real quick.
I'll go quick. I'll just go quick. So essentially Friday, drove up to Erie, had a golf outing, had my cousin-in-law with me, a couple of my friends. My brother was up there, a bunch of his friends from school. Saturday was the outing, so we did that. It was a blast. And then after Saturday, kind of just hung out.
Did make advisors that assisted me along that journey, man. It was just cool seeing all of that, man. It really, like anytime you get a chance to see the people that were from the beginning and the people that came on the back end, like it was just a cool vibe. Then you go up to Buffalo, and from start to finish, I mean, the Steelers fans, the Bills fans, the former employees, teammates, I mean, everybody that pulled up, it was love. And to top it off, not just did we get a win, nobody in our group got kicked out or arrested. And for a fact, we had a situation where we were a little concerned. We was like, yo, a death threat was thrown out there. I will kill you was thrown out there. We was like, whoa, hey, wait a minute now.
He didn't do anything about it, though. He was
correct,
acting like he was going to come down. Didn't give the best effort because all his wife had to do was like put her hand on him, and he was able to be held back. It was definitely an NBA player fight situation right there. And then he bounced probably 30, 45 minutes before the game was over. I look back as we had the whole comeback. We go up double digits. Look back, dude's gone.
Absolutely.
Nowhere to be seen.
Dude, I was laughing because earlier, so obviously he was talking to the people in our group, but he had said something to me earlier, and I was laughing. I was like, man, and this is when your boy came up to. He's like, if y'all not in this setting, I seriously doubt he even makes that, because he tried to like laugh it off at the end. He said, I seriously doubt he even would think to make a statement like that if y'all not in this situation right now. I was like, absolutely. But going back to what you said, certain people, you could tell when they're just all talk, man, because if his wife could just simply say, hey, like that, then yeah, you're not really about what you're talking about, man.
What's funny is Kevin's good to fight. I mean, people probably follow him on Twitter or whatever. He's a big time Steelers fan.
Yeah.
But he was talking a lot and everything, and he just kept saying, he's like, bro, I'll fight. I don't care. I'll probably lose because we see my stature and everything, but I'll take one.
Him, though. He was just saying that to us, because his whole thing was like, yo, I'm never going to back down, but at the same time, I'm not going to initiate it either, which he didn't. And he showed great restraint, man. I was very proud of my dog because I know how my dog get, and I like when my dog is lively like that. But at the same time, man, I thought that he showed great composure, but it was my man. My man was wilding the whole day. Yeah, up until it ended. And that's what we said. We looked and we say, bro, let him talk. It's only the first half. Let him talk. And we saw how it ended, man. So it was good.
Great game. Great weekend.
Absolutely, man.
How do you want to start this thing off then? Do you want to hop in the chat?
Yeah, so
see where people are tuning in from.
So first off, man, we'll see where they're tuning in from. And then after that, while I get to where they're tuning in from, I'm going to read a couple of these supers, and then we'll hop right into that. Actually, no, I said that backwards. I'm going to see where they're at. I'm going to drop the upper room members, and then we'll read off where they're checking in from. So right now, let us know where you are tuning in from. After that, man, we will shout you out and get into this breakdown, this recap of the game. But we also got Lou Boy. Lou Boy, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I got Chaz Fator from the 412, the North Shore.
Shout out to the North Shore.
Young Rico. Rochester, New York, the 585. And then we got 915, El Paso, Texas. This is Brandon Acuna. He's always tuning in. I'm always seeing him. Dawson Mancabelli, the ATL.
Shout out.
Gavin Kohler, Greensboro, North Carolina. James Chestnut, West Virginia. Did they win? I don't know. I know Pitt won.
No.
I know Pitt won.
W1. They played
Long
Island.
They played a bum team, huh?
Yeah. They got their big test this week. They got Tech.
Lamar Jackson. He's tuning in frequently, weirdly enough. He's trying to get like information.
Don't they
off
play
us.
tonight? You should be getting ready for a game, Lamar. Come
Savannah,
on, bro.
Georgia,
Jeez.
the 912. He says, "What's up, fam?"
Shout out.
Funny Flamingo from Ohio. What do you got?
All right, over here I got Nico tuning in from the 256, Huntsville, Alabama. We got James Panzarello, the 909, Upland, California, 45 minutes east of Los Angeles. So that means we should be seeing you when we come out there in November. All right, we're gonna be looking for you, James, because we actually had some people pulling up, man. Shout out to the crew that we did meet, man.
Oh yeah,
absolutely, man. We also have Scott Mitchell tuning in from the 315, Syracuse, New York. And Sajan Patel, the 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then after that, yes, I'll stop my reading off where you're from to give you a little upper room shout out. Robert Holzer, he says, can I get an upper room shout out? Yes, Robbie, you must have joined on an off day, but either way, Robert Holzler, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Then we got Milt, the 204, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Yeah, Winnipeg, Manitoba. And he says, go Steelers. Then after that, we got Jebby tuning in, Pitt fan in Maryland, baby. I like it. All right, back on your end.
Big Kel from the 803, South Carolina. Miles Harrington, Tampa, Florida. Says smoking on Buffalo.
I see you on that Buffalo pack, Deke.
Alex Papamichael, the 516, Boca Raton. Steeler Girl, 517, Lansing, Michigan.
Nice. That's
517.
Is that a new one?
No, she's part of the upper room, and she's got. Right. We haven't seen her username pop up in a while,
what it is.
But she's in the upper room, and she's got one of those tags next to it that says it's been at least for a couple months, I think, because the new ones are the dark green. She has like a teal one.
All right.
Anthony Georgiana,
shout out to
724, U-Town, baby.
All right, then over here, man, we also have Damp Regent tuning in from the 619, San Diego, California. SJG103, the 973, New Jersey in the building. Then we got Steel Duck, the 951, Riverside, California. Then we also have Martin F, the 915, El Paso, Texas. He says, see you at the tailgate. Look forward to it, baby. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We also have VA the Vision, Vax the Vision. There it is. Or VA times the Vision. Whichever way. I don't know. It's the X in between. I wasn't trying to want to go there. But either way, the 913 Kansas City. And then Dusk Thunder 9 tuning in from Pittsburgh. You get this last couple ones.
I got a couple more.
I'll hop into this super chat and we'll go.
Don Juan from the 229, South Georgia.
Shout out to Don Juan.
Juan Rangel, he's always tuning in. He's coming from the lower room, though. Doesn't have an upper room badge.
Shots. Pop out.
No, but I'm always seeing him in here, though. He's always tuning in.
Man. He's tuning in. Absolutely.
East Las Vegas. Deke, call us out. I got you, man.
There it is.
Marco Vasquez from Mexico City. And then Mexico. Sean Ferguson, Zanesville, Ohio.
I like that.
I think we're good.
Nah, shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and, the various places. That's the beauty of Steeler Nation, baby. They are everywhere. So let's go. Black and Martyr already tuning in, showing some love to the chat, man. He says, sorry I'm late. Work stuff. I totally understand. Can't believe we won! Exclamation point. I was so hyped and shocked after the way it started. Hashtag here we go. Could totally understand that. I could totally understand that, baby. Next up, we had Joe Hernandez. Shout out to you as well. He says, sorry, Moats. I know this hurts. LOL. All love, though. But see, that's the thing, baby. I told y'all I was going to win regardless. So I won regardless. So we good. Let's go. All right. Logan Newman. Shout out to Logan Newman. Underdog weekend. My Ducks and Steelers with the upsets. What a weekend. Hashtag here we go. Oh, he's talking about Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon got that done. Ohio State. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Also, man, we had Carlos Hernandez. Shout out to Carlos Hernandez. Says, I'm so happy how well the secondary performed. Yes, we are definitely going to talk about them, man. Not just their performance, but we also have some surprises with the rotation as well, man, that we're going to have to talk about. So, yes. And then James Panzarello. 100% agree with this topic right here, or this comment. TJ Watt is Thanos for every NFL team. 1000% clearly. And we're going to talk about him a lot today. Elijah Barnett says Melvin Ingram over Highsmith, or is it too soon?
No, Highsmith played good.
He said, or is it too soon? And is that the same punter that won the job? Ooh, we're going to talk about that too. Ooh, it's going to be a spicy one today. I cannot wait. I'm so glad we live right now, bro. We got so much that we're going to talk about this game, man. It was just,
It's one of the ones, man. It's an awesome vibe, man. Awesome vibe. And Hirsch Malik, man, we appreciate the support as well. Yes, we do. Let's go UW. He says in Kansas City, great weekend. College team won, Steelers won, and the Browns did Browns things. Yeah, that is pretty accurate. We might have a little bit of time to get on them today too. Holy cow! All right, do you see any more super chats on your end? I want to see.
Oh yeah.
Where are you at? Who are you on?
I got Alan T.
Oh, perfect. All right, read him real quick. Yeah, yep.
He says, I never got my you're welcome. I guess that's probably the upper room shout out. But Moats, Deke tried to get your plane tickets to Pierre Island last week, but you didn't think it was real. You ready to go?
Absolutely not. I'm not ready to go. No. I like what I'm seeing from Pierre. We'll talk about it, though. We'll definitely talk about it.
I did think Pierre did good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he did fine.
Yeah.
It was just weird because he didn't get in until I don't know, he might have got a snap in the first half, but then played a decent amount in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll talk about that. And that's a part of that surprise we're going to get to, man, with that rotation. We're definitely going to talk that, though. Then do you have Robert on your end as well?
Yep. Can I join the tailgate versus the Titans in December? Also, I joined when Deke fell out the chair. LOL. Maybe that's why you missed it.
That's probably why I missed it then. So shout out to Robert for that. And then Alan, if I missed you, did I miss Alan? I feel like I did miss Alan. Alan's right?
Alan T.
All right, well, Alan T. If I did miss you, you know it's not by intention. So with that being said, Alan T., welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Hi.
I got Wade Keith.
Uh-oh.
Deke ready to be Randy Marsh fighting in the stands. Moats acting like he ain't scared for his true favorite team. Shout out Jordan Berry for a 62-yard fair catch. I did not see anything from the Vikings game, but
Berry was doing his thing, man.
He did pretty good.
He looked good out there. That's a lot of people was like, oh man, what the heck is going on here?
Randy Marsh from South Park. Did you ever see that episode?
I did not. No.
It's the South Park Little League team. They're traveling around the country facing other teams, like baseball teams. They hate baseball, so they want to keep losing. And Randy Marsh, he's like fighting in the stands and stuff. He's like your stereotypical dad at a little league game that takes things too seriously. It's hilarious. No. It's hilarious. But that's the reference he's using right there, which I appreciate because you know how much I like South Park.
Hey, facts. And yeah, my true fave team, sure, whatever you say, man.
We got Jeeping It Real. Do you think another player should play over Edmonds? Because his coverage is concerning. I thought Edmonds played pretty good.
I did too. I loved his tackling once again. Honestly, they didn't do enough to put the safeties in danger like that. I mean, we did a ton of keeping the safeties, high, which was good. That helped us out. And when you have the rushing the way they did, you could get away with that type of stuff. But I thought Edmonds was fine coverage wise. He wasn't concerning. Yeah, he wasn't concerning to me.
How do we want to do? Do we want to keep going on the super chat stuff?
I'm gonna read a couple more of these upper rooms, and then after that we can get to this breakdown because I saw the chats kept coming back in. So the last one I stopped off on was, let's see, they had Lou Bull. Oh, right here, Carlos Hernandez. Carlos, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And then we got Marquise Brunson. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And I believe this is J Coke, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. But yes, man, let's get.
So the last comment we're at is Anthony Georgiana. It's a gold one.
Yes,
so
correct.
If we can remember that.
Yep,
if we
we'll be good on my end.
Stop back at these halfway through, close to the end, whenever it is.
Absolutely.
But that's where we'll keep the tabs on right there.
Anthony Georgiano, we are coming back to you when we get there. Yes, we will. But to start it off, man, start with this little recap, baby. Yeah. Yes. So you want to go first?
I'll just give my overview, I guess, of my thoughts after the game. And I said this multiple times as it was going on, especially towards the fourth quarter. Felt like an 08 game to me. I loved it, man. Like it was a throwback to whenever I was a kid watching the Steelers. The style of play that we had was defense was locked down. It was a gritty game. Came down to the wire. Ben clutched up when we had to. He was moving around in the pocket with the O-line being a little shaky. A special teams play, like a splash play that kind of turned the game over. It wasn't like a pick six, but it was the obvious block punt,
Facts.
take him back to the house. TJ had the strip sack, so we were seeing a lot of that from our edge rushers. Felt like a throwback game, dude. Felt like 2008, and I loved the game. In a NFL that we have in 2021, to see a game like that, it's pretty fun because you see offenses flying all over the place, putting up points everywhere. I liked seeing that.
Nah, 100%, man. It was a good game. I mean, I felt like we both kept saying that back and forth, like maybe because we were both sitting next to each other and it was that time of the day. But yeah, man, to me, man, I thought that offensively, I like how they improved as it went on, right? We could all agree at the beginning of it, even the most diehard fans that I happen to be around, they weren't too fond of that first half, man, offensively. But I love the resiliency, man. I loved how they battled back. Special teams wise, resiliency, right? You talk about the first play of the game. I mean, we was all over here. Some people had fired Danny Smith as well. I was like, Lord, man, not just yet. I'm glad we didn't because he came back and the group provided big time splash throughout the game. And then defensively, man, you talk about not just TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Melvin, and Highsmith were crazy as well. And the secondary, Trey Norwood, that's a guy where we know the perception of him going into that game was drastically different leaving out of it. So for me, man, I just thought as a whole, the thing that I got from this game was they are a resilient group that will battle, even when the style points aren't there, even when they don't look the best, because at times it didn't look the best. They will keep battling, and I did like that part for them.
Yeah, I love the game. Trey Norwood, man. Zach Banner called it.
He did, though. He definitely did, man.
I was laughing. I can't remember. I didn't laugh at him whenever he was obviously answering the question about what are the key players to watch. But when he mentioned Trey Norwood, I'm like, what the hell, bro? Yeah. No way. There's no shot in hell. He was good, though. I forget who his other player was, but, man, he was good. Yeah. Cam Sutton on the outside. Showed up, dude. Showed up. Did, man. Proved me wrong.
Definitely
proved a lot of us wrong, I think. But definitely me. I said Cam Sutton, moving to the slot. I want Pierre out there full time. And Trey Norwood, I borderline wanted him cut, especially when we brought in Carl Joseph. We signed Witherspoon. It's like, why do we even need Trey Norwood anymore?
So what we'll do then, sticking with the DBs right now, right? As we react to them first, the thing that I will say, I don't think any of us were necessarily wrong with us thinking that going into the game because we hadn't seen Trey Norwood be physical in the run game. We hadn't seen Cam Sutton have a lot of success on the outside. So yeah, I don't like. It's not wrong for having that mindset.
But maybe there's something to preseason where it's just like they're throwing people out on an island there, or just extent, really vanilla coverages like that they don't really care what.
To an extent, yes. But at the same time, you do need to see these things because if you never saw that happen yesterday, we can't definitively say that. And that's my whole thing with this thing, right? Now, granted, it's still one game. We get that concept, right? Let them go out here next week and it's different. We'll be singing a different tune. But to me, I don't think that the thought process with that group was wrong.
My thought, though, is it's a shout out to the coaching staff for having this faith in them that
absolutely
we're on the outside looking in saying, man, these guys suck. But maybe they had this whole plan, this whole scheme the whole time. And we're like, we're trusting these guys. We know what we got heading into week one, despite what you guys are seeing in preseason.
And big time difference for Norwood was this. Preseason, he was playing at safety. All the plays he made yesterday, he was playing at slot corner. Night and day.
They did on occasion, though, throw him back there. They moved Minka up.
But that was when they were going to the dime package where Cam Sutton would go into the other slot and then James Pierre would come on the outside. So to me, I just looked at that as like that was a personnel grouping that we thought could have been the case anyways. We didn't think it would be Norwood. We said it could have been Justin Lane as the fourth guy, Marlette as the fourth guy, even Witherspoon, if they were going to dress him, he could have been that guy. So that necessarily didn't surprise me as much. But to see him get the first nod at slot corner, that was very surprising.
Right off the bat.
Right.
He made good plays, too,
he did.
Off the bat. He had one little misstep. I don't know if, looking back, I don't know if was he supposed to have safety help over the top, but he got burned and Josh Allen overthrew Sanders, I think it was. It was going to be a touchdown, but I think that was the only really bad play that sticks out. He was pretty consistent.
Yeah. I thought he was consistent. Coverage-wise, I thought he was really consistent with his tackling because that was the knock on Trey. Hesitation, right? Not shooting his gun, not looking like he was eager to go be a physical person in the run game. But I thought he did that consistently yesterday. And if he plays like that, that's different. That makes you feel very confident with him in the slot. He has to keep doing that, though. And that's the thing that I think based on what he did yesterday, we don't have a reason to think he won't keep doing that. So until proven otherwise, this is what you go with. But Cam Sutton, though, man, fundamentally, he was locked in the whole time. I like the fact that the 3rd and 1, the flea flicker, everything.
Oh my.
Everything would have told him to have his eyes in the backfield, but he's disciplined. He understands that he is a coverage first player, so he kept his eyes on his receiver. And that's what you're supposed to do in that situation, because otherwise, I don't know if you probably don't remember, you might have been too young, but when Randy Moss first came in the league, man, with the Minnesota Vikings, they were running the flea flicker play all the time. Randall Cunningham, Rod Smith, they run the flea flicker and they hitting bombs away to my man Moss, because everybody comes up when you see that hard, heavy run fake like that. But seeing Cam's discipline and the technique on the finish, man, I thought that was really good as well, man, by him, man.
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah.
You talk about Trey Norwood with the physicality, Cam Sutton too.
Yeah.
He was getting in the backfield. I think
Definitely,
he was the
man.
one that made the tackle on that dumbass play that they called on 4th and 1.
He definitely
I could
did.
not believe they called that. It's 4th and 1. The one play I don't want you running if I'm a Steeler fan or if I'm the Steeler defense.
Yes.
Go 4 or 5 wide and just sneak it with Josh Allen, because that works.
Or off the shotgun. If you're in the shotgun and he just scrambles and runs, it's like, yo, stop it. Stop it.
Those were the plays for them that kept the drives going and would piss me off a little bit, but that's kind of what Josh Allen does.
Yeah.
For them to run that, it was like, what are you doing? But shout out to Cam Sutton for making the play.
Yeah.
He made multiple tackles, and then in coverage, he was pretty much locked down.
Yeah.
It just sucks because the touchdown he gave up, I thought was good coverage. He gave up like another one. It was sort of like that Diggs route. I think it was the Sanders. It was a longer pass of maybe 15, 20 yards, but it was still really good coverage.
No,
Josh Allen made a good throw, and receiver made a good catch.
To me, man, as a whole, what the impression I left with out of that game, man, I loved how the Steelers played in terms of their finish and how they competed. But, man, I thought the Bills were so arrogant, bro. Like, their play calling, the demeanor in which they conducted themselves offensively, I was surprised by that, man. I thoroughly was. In terms of why I made my prediction when I did, because I didn't think they would be arrogant. That, to me, showed up, that screamed tortoise versus the hare when they got on the field in terms of how they're going forward on, was it 4th and 8?
I thought they should have, though.
No, bro, it was a 45-yard field goal. It was a 45-yard field goal. That's what it would have been.
Are you sure?
I just looked at it. It's a 45-yard field goal it would have been, bro. To me, I'm just like, why are you doing that? We talked about the 4th and 1 where instead of doing, your quarterback sneak or spreading it out and going QB draw, you get fancy, you get cute, and you say, you know what? Instead of doing, because you've seen this play before, you understand, you just flip it backside, you get the one-on-one, you try to get cute with it and stuff like that. To me, is those type of plays. I'm just like, I don't understand why they took that approach except for arrogance. You coming in, you just feeling that confident. And to me, the Steelers are a good enough team that if you sleep on them, they will beat you. And that, to me, was a large part of that as well. I mean, we talked about some of that, me and you, off the air. But to me, that definitely showed up also, man, because I've never seen that from Brian Dable in that offense.
Yeah, and you saw Josh Allen. He didn't look too good. He a little inaccurate here and there. We got after him, though. We definitely did. We made it uncomfortable for him. Definitely. But then receivers had some drops. Yeah. Like, they didn't really help themselves at all. Yeah. But I thought we played pretty good, man.
Absolutely.
I really liked how we played. I like that game, and it goes back to what I said. No. Felt like an 08 game to me. I like this. I like the feeling.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right. Let's see, man. In terms of our O-line, how'd you feel about that, man, as a whole?
Not good. Not really good. As a whole.
And
stock pointing up still, though.
Well, and I'll ask you, too, because
of how they played in the second half.
I know you said going into this game, the O-line couldn't be worse than last year. How do you feel today? Better or worse than last year?
Better, because I still think we have improvements through the rest of the season. Whereas, like, last year, how it ended, like, it was almost the opposite. We were at certain level last year, say top 10, top 15, and we just kept going down. I think we're at this level right now. I think we're going to go up at least.
So it's the optimism of it can get better.
Yes.
But today, though, do you think they are a better group than what they were a year ago?
Tough to say, because Bills are a good defense.
Yeah.
It's tough to say. I didn't like how they performed overall, especially in the first half. Second half, there were points where you're like, okay, like we'd get down in the red zone. I'm liking the protection I'm seeing for Ben right here. Yeah. And I like what he was doing, moving around the pocket like that, finding the open guys, like the Freiermuth play. Man, there were some nice passes, like especially on the last drive. pass to Claypool, back shoulder to Juju. I like what Ben was doing.
Yeah.
But in terms of the line, there were points where I'm like, this is a screen pass, man, and Ben almost got sacked. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Stock pointing up overall, not that good. Not that good of a performance yesterday. There were points where you're just like, okay, though. Like, we gritted it out.
Yeah, cause see,
there's individual performance I was looking at. It was both on the tackle side, mainly for me.
Yeah.
Dan Moore and then Chooks. I'm like, dude, this sucks, dude. Like, this sucks right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy Ben was healthy coming out of the game too. Because there was a guy or two that went down. Like, is that Ben? I was like, this better fucking not be Ben, man. I'm gonna lose it.
Yo, when you said, I would never forget that. It was like, it's not Ben. Oh, all right, we straight there. Yo, that killed me. I loved it. It was hilarious because we all felt that though. It wasn't just you. All it was like, who is down? Is it 7? Because from our vantage point, we're talking about when Deontay had went down, obviously had banged knees. But from our vantage point, we couldn't see 7. So instantly, we're all like, oh my God, if this is that time, oh no, man.
Because you look back, plays in the first half, Najee, there's like barely any running room. But what did I say at certain points in the second half? The one time we had a 3rd and 1. It's like, if we can't fucking run the ball in this 3rd and 1 and get a first down.
We got a major problem, bro.
But we did it.
Yes.
So there were things, like I'm saying, I think the offensive line pointing in the right direction. But there still were points in the second half. It's like, Ben just made a play here.
Yeah.
Or like Najee made a play.
Facts.
So that's all. Wait and see. I'm going to wait and see.
I get wait and see. That's like the nice way to put it. But in terms of just the baseline of the question of, is the Steelers O-line on 9/13/2021 better than they were 6 months ago? To me, I don't think they are. I think I like their mentality. The thing that I will say is this. I think the Adrian Clem impact and imprint is clear because in the second half, where they clearly could have been like, yo, we've been getting our butts kicked up front. What's the point of even acting like we're still tough here? No, they still were competing. The man, the Chase Claypool 25-yard reverse. You look at Kendrick Green, man. He was all the way down the field. Like, I love that right there. You look at Dan Moore at some parts of the game, man, might not have been the best game, and it definitely wasn't for him in the run and pass game, but he had some finishes. Even Chooks had a couple finishes. I was like, you see little things. As a whole, though, I don't think that they're a better group right now, but the beauty is the beginning of the season, and they will get some more opportunities to grow. You obviously know you got a guy, Zach Banner, that could potentially come back at some point to help them out as well. So I like the hope part of it. But for me, just in terms of, are they better today than they were a year ago? I personally don't think they are right now. But you got the job done. They won. And when you do that, I think that's, hey, you could take that.
Something to build on.
Absolutely. What they say, you don't ask how you just, or they don't ask how you did it, just how many of them you got, right? They got the win. Ben didn't get killed. We're good to go.
Yeah. Just stock up. I didn't feel too good. Let's just see if they can improve on it a little bit though next week.
But once again, Dotson definitely was the best guy up front. I think that stays true. And even though but he was still good. He was straight.
Yeah, whenever I was watching again, there was a player too. He was getting pushed back. He was still holding his own, but it's not like the guy got around him.
Correct. And I was like, it wasn't his best. I don't think it was any of their best up front, especially, but he was the best of that group. I thought Trey Turner did some good things too, though. Man, I liked his physicality. I was a little.
I told you, for me, it was the tackles. Man. It was the tackles, and it was glaring on certain plays, but. Nah, we'll see what happens. It goes back to what you said with the mentality.
Consistent though, man.
For them to go from the first half to the second half, and some of those drives that we put together as a whole for offense, and then some of the plays we did see from the offensive line, it's something to note, especially in that type of environment against the Bills, a really good team in Week 1. It was cool. It was cool to see at least.
Absolutely.
Not like you said, overall still I mean it's not that good of a performance.
But the thing is they're gonna have to keep getting better. And that was a legit test. That was another reason why you want to see a team like that Week 1. Now you know where you're at. You come out of there, you win it, you feeling real good. You lose it, it's still not the end of the world. But either way, we know we're feeling a lot better about our team right now compared to how we were going into that game. So I definitely like that. Running backs. Both teams.
Najee was the only one.
Yeah,
I think he played 100% of the snaps.
You're right, because I don't think you're right. I don't remember.
I'm about
another guy getting touched.
95% sure. About 95% sure.
Because we subbed a ton at tight end. That's why I knew the tight end rotation
I could not
was
believe
crazy,
that,
bro.
Are we going to talk? Are we going to talk about that? Okay.
If you want, it'll come up in this conversation, I'm sure. No. It'll come up. We'll talk tight ends next. Because I know you would have talked tight. We'll talk tight ends next, bro.
No, yeah, Najee. All right, their running backs.
Yeah.
Not memorable, really.
Yeah.
There was a play or two, but I don't think that had anything to do with the running backs. It was more of like it was an opening the offensive line. Maybe we were just playing a little bit more back. That was it.
And they didn't run the ball a ton anyways. I mean, Josh Allen had a career high in terms of pass attempts. It was nuts.
50.
I mean,
and he was the one that had like 40 or 50 rushing yards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, their running backs weren't really memorable. Najee Harris did what he could do. I was concerned. I'm like, he's going to give us a James Conner special here.
You did say that.
The problem was I really didn't think it was his fault, as we could say going back to last year. It wasn't completely all the running backs' fault. The difference between Najee Harris and James Conner is Najee is hopefully going to get you those extra yards that Conner and the running backs we had last year wouldn't, provide some of those splash plays. He wasn't really doing that in the first half like we saw in the preseason. Then second half, he was a big part of that win. And I thought what he did in the second half was what I thought he was going to do, and maybe what the offensive line was at least going to do the whole game. Just give us something. Give us a semblance of a running game. And we got that in the second half. I thought he played good, though. Like it goes back to the offensive line for him to power through and make impact plays down the stretch and help close it out for us. I liked what I saw. Yeah,
to me, man, I liked Najee mentally, but I didn't think he looked comfortable in the first half. I thought on a couple of the passes that he would get, I don't know if the timing of it was off between him and Ben, but they just never looked like they were in sync. Like we think of like L. Bell, right? When we talk about the drop-offs, and while we assume that he would have an easy 4 or 5 catches in terms of just being able to drop the ball off to him.
Wrong on that. Sorry.
Him and Ben, their like timing just seemed off on a couple of those easy just dump throws like that. But I did like as a whole in the second half, man, when he started to get going a little bit, man, he had a couple of 9-10 yard runs, man, that I thought he looked good on, was very decisive and finished falling forward. That's what we want to see more of. I definitely like that a lot. But in terms of the Bills side, they just talk about the arrogance again. I never felt like they tried to like,
and they had some decent runs here and there.
They did. But you think about it, like, they would run it and it was like, all right, we're just going to go back to throwing it. We'll just go back to throwing it a couple of times. Like, who cares? And that goes back to just being arrogant. Like, you don't call game plans like that. I mean, you shouldn't at least. And obviously, yesterday was a prime example of that. But that was just, how I left feeling from their side of it. But in terms of us, man, Najee's going, I mean, if the O-line is going to look like how it did in the first half, we're going to be very hard. I mean, Najee's going to have to be God at times to really have an impact running the ball, because it wasn't a lot of space for him in that first half. But for me, man, just get more comfortable early in the game. If he can do that, I think that gets him some of those catch yards that we talked about, because we didn't see that. That's the all-purpose part to his game that makes him even more elite, because anybody we know can just run the ball. But when you get a guy that can run it and can catch it out the backfield, that's the part for me where I'm like, we missed that with Najee yesterday.
I'm looking at these numbers. They surprised me a little bit. Najee, 16 carries for 45 yards on 2.8. I thought he was going to finish the game with like 60 or 70, but Claypool having 25 yards is probably what confuses me, because he's part of that rushing attack. Singletary, actually, when the stats all said and done, this is why I'm saying, like, this is surprising to me. 11 carries, 72 yards, 6.5 average.
But he had 2 really nice runs in the fourth. One was the one that Edmonds made the tackle on was 17, and then he had another one later on, either that drive or the following drive as well, man.
I guess that's my point, where it's just not memorable. Whereas Najee Harris, he was a part of that comeback. There were certain runs where Singletary, I guess, were we up? Was that by 10 at that point?
Yeah, that's because that's how they scored quick.
Yeah, we were in that
score, and then they came back. Yeah,
that's what I mean. So the stats could lie to you a little bit here.
Yeah, but to me, man, I just thought that they didn't really try to use him consistently. Like, I think if they use him consistently, maybe that offense looks a little different. But shoot, to each his own, man. They did it. That's on them.
Yeah, so, Breda had 4 carries, 4 yards. Man. McKenzie. Yeah, they tried to reverse with him. We snuffed that up pretty quick. Man. Where was Zach Moss? Did he just not play?
Yeah, I did see that, man.
I don't see him in the stat line.
I want to say he was inactive, but I forgot why though.
Yeah, running. I don't know if I'm. It's tough to say. I like Steelers versus Bills running back who had the edge in that game. I just like what I saw from Najee Harris. at the end of the game. I thought he was a big part of us coming back. And going forward, like if we're taking a step back and looking at the offensive line and trying to give an assessment, I say stock up with them. Like there's still potential, there's still hope. I don't really think there's anything negative about Najee Harris like going forward.
No, I think because
you could talk about some of those dump off and stuff, but I'm not expecting that anymore.
But then even the comfort, right? The comfort that was gone in the second half. I don't think that we'll have to worry about that either. And I want to see more of Pat as well, man, as we go to these tight ends here, because we're just speaking on some of these younger guys, man. I thought that with the running backs, right, with Najee, I thought at times like early on, I wanted to see him be a little bit more comfortable out there. With Pat, I thought Pat looked comfortable out there. I just didn't see him as much as I wanted to see him, man.
I thought he had some nice blocks too.
He did, but he was the only one out there having nice blocks.
Gentry.
Hey, man.
I was getting so mad, dude. I was getting so mad.
Why?
Because
he is your best blocking option outside of Pat.
He's not a good receiving threat.
We need protection, bro. We need guys that can move people in the running game. You said it yourself. Anytime it was a good run, who did I point to that was out there? Zach Gentry, man. Zach Gentry's the blocker right now. And it was very, very clear early in the game that was how they were going to rotate. Run play or play action pass, look for Zach Gentry being out there. If it's solely pass plays, all right, Ebron's going to be out there. And the usage reflected that, man. It definitely did.
Well, shout out to them, though, either way. Because Gentry was a part of that second half. A little bit resurgence from the offensive line. Good for him. But then also Freiermuth making a big catch. Ebron made a big catch, too.
He definitely did. Heck yeah.
So, I thought as a whole the unit played pretty good. I was just pissed seeing Gentry out there. I would have rather had Freiermuth.
But
I think that provides a little bit more deception against the defense. But
I agree with that.
Maybe give it 2 or 3 weeks or something.
This is the thing, though. It only works in the not even because as soon as you go Pat and Ebron, if I'm on defense, you know what I'm thinking? If it's a run, it's going to Pat's side. So we're going to play, that's we're going to shift the run element of it. We know coverage-wise is coverage-wise, so we're not tripping on that. Ebron's out there. We playing pass first. But if it's a run, it's never going to his side. At least when it's Pat and Gentry, I can't give you that clue anymore. I can't say, hey, guys, for a fact, it's going this way. Nah, we don't know that because both of those guys can be point of attack. Now, you also can't even guarantee that it's going to solely be a play action pass if you get Gentry and Pat out there because Pat gives you receiving ability, which obviously Gentry doesn't. So you kind of got an idea coverage wise, but as a whole,
we did try throwing one to him. We lost like 3 yards.
Yeah, I haven't seen a ton from
It's like we did a fake to Najee, toss it back to him. That was just a garbage play.
Yeah, but like I said, in terms of him blocking, he definitely did that well. I thought that he did his job in terms of when it was play action passing, he was asking him to block, and when it was a run play, he asked him to block. I liked what he gave in terms of his effort, his physicality. To me, it's just like you said, it's super predictable because it didn't take long for me to pick up on it in the stance, and I just know it. When these coordinators start breaking down percentages, right? First game is one thing. Once you get a couple of games under your belt, if you're continuing to do this, it will become very predictable, and we know when the offense gets predictable, as we saw last year, it kills you in terms of your ability to be productive. So hopefully that, they can self-scout that and get that situated a little bit, man.
Yeah, overall, I give the tight ends a solid performance.
Yeah, I like them, though. I thought they played well, man. I thought, the Ebron catch, that was nice, man. That was nice. Heck yeah. I mean, even Pat, what, 24? Was it 24?
Yeah, I think, hold on, let me pull them up.
Right
I think those were literally,
like,
combined with the Gentry pass that was awful. I think those were the only three catches from the tight end. Let me see. Freiermuth, 1 catch. Ebron, 1 catch. And Gentry, 1 catch. Yeah, those were the only 3 catches by the tight ends, but 2 of them were big time. The Ebron catch and the Freiermuth catch were big time, important points in the game.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So shout out to that group.
No, facts, man. Facts. Let's hop into this chat for a little bit too, man. But I say, we've been deep diving. We still got to talk special teams when we finish up with some of these chats. What else we're going to talk special teams, talk a little coaching as well, man. So yeah. But Anthony Georgiana. There we go.
Yes.
Anthony Georgiana. He says, well, first off, man, appreciate your support. He says, been watching you for a minute, bro. Y'all always crack me up, especially when you bring up going to Mars, baby. I love the energy. Keep it up with the flex. Yeah, it was definitely researching and Mars visits taking place. Yeah, amongst the people out there that were congregating. I mean, it was just a vibe. That's how you do. You have to mentally prepare yourself for the game, and I think a lot of people did that. So shout out to everybody that was rocking with us out there, and everybody that did do their own research. In fact, one of our calls when we go to the phone lines today for the upper room members, I think a couple of them were researching. Yeah. A couple of them researchers. It's all good. I like it. Keep it going. Then we also got Hunter Bonovich. Shout out to Hunter Bonovich. He says, just got tickets versus Seattle. Will Yous be there for Sunday Night Football? Or I'm going to just say, will Yins be there for Sunday Night Football? I believe the answer is yes. That is a home one. Yes, that's home here. I forgot what day it is, but that is one that we should be at. So absolutely, man. If it's a home one, expect to see the homies. That's all we're saying, broski. Red Light 5A. You already know. All right.
I got some of these chats. For some reason, I didn't lose any of them. So I got G. Alexander. I'm right after you.
Yeah, go G. Alexander.
The O-line
do the next two. Yeah.
Didn't have the best first half. The Bills kept trying to send more than they could block the entire game. 10 inside the box, it'll be okay. So I'm hoping so. That's my thoughts. I think it's gonna steadily improve. I liked what I saw in the second half. It's better than seeing a replication of the first half completely. There were some things that you didn't like in the second half, but overall,
once again though, man,
did what they had to do to get the dub.
And shout out to G. We're gonna hear from him as well in a little while when we go to the upper room. But the 10 minute of the box thing, you talk about the disrespect again. Bro, seeing how frequently the Bills were in like press man-to-man, like flat back, I'm just like, gosh. The Claypool throw to end the game, they literally ran cover one back to back to back. I'm just looking like, bro, all right, you got to wait. Okay, you did it that time. Like, you realize, like, I like how you challenge your receivers, but at the same time, you create natural just bad situations if you're off just a little bit technique wise. Like, if your hands aren't perfect when you're in man to man, you can lose right now. That guy beats you off the line of scrimmage, especially when you're pressed up. Man, you're in a trail position. To see how often they were doing that, though, in terms of just calling those style coverages, I was like, man, the disrespect is real. It is real. But hey, man, I'm glad that we were
rattled off 20 unanswered in the second half.
Absolutely, man.
Ray Walroff. Moats, my guy Andrew was golfing with you at Topgolf this weekend.
Facts.
Saw you.
Facts. Yes, dude. Yes.
Saw your swing. Deke, help this man.
Facts, bro. Facts. Absolutely.
Wait, you were golf? You were at Topgolf.
Remember,
this
I told
weekend.
you. No. I told you when we recorded Thursday, I did an event with the Salvation Army and Project Bundle Up over at Topgolf for.
Okay.
Yeah, we're.
I remember
raising
that.
money for children and seniors to get winter clothing and coats and stuff like that. But we had a Topgolf competition, and actually I ended up being on Andrew's team, and our unit won, by the way. That's all I'm saying. It was like 20 teams out there. It was accumulation of scores. Absolutely. And my group won. Just throwing it out there. It was kind of funny, though, because it was all Steeler fans except that group. They were Bills fans. It was the craziest situation. I was like, man, y'all, I can't even get out of the weekend yet before y'all start throwing this on me. Yeah. So you can imagine I have to pick a ticket random, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's love, but the optics just looks a
People
little...
didn't think it was random.
Right. That's what it was. They were bringing in to question my loyalties, which I don't know why they continue to bring into question these loyalties, but to each his own,
I completely
that
lost
was a blast, though, bro.
the chat, so it's going to have to be
man.
you.
You're good. All right. Next up, where am I?
I left off with Andrew golfing.
Good call. All right. Next up, Coley Lee. Coley Lee says, why am I not in the upper room? I paid the monthly fee.
Oh, wow.
That's a YouTube thing right there. Yeah, you got to check with them on that. Make sure the billing is all correct. Yeah, they handle the logistics of all that. Yeah, definitely check with them. Make sure the money is good. That's YouTube, though. I'm innocent. I don't control any of that stuff right there. And then we also got Justin Petit. And make sure we're checking both in size, too. Or both the updated regular chat as well, too, please, on your end. But from Justin Petit says, Bills fans were just as arrogant as the Bills coaches on those fourth down calls. Bill fans are pretty grumpy today. Crying emoji. Facts. And we can attest to that because in our section, we had a Bills fan. Multiple ones that continued to just send them our way. And initially we engaged. But then after that, we said, well, let the play talk. And it worked out just beautifully. But yes, they were very arrogant yesterday. I was surprised because from my experience, I haven't had too many Bills experiences like that. I was like, whoa, what is happening here? Jeez, have a low. But you know what? Kevin Carter said this is a group that isn't accustomed to winning, so they are overly confident in it. Whereas obviously here at Pittsburgh, we was vibing. So shout out to that.
So I got some of these newer chats that came in, not super chats or anything. If you want me to read off some of these comments,
because you know, like I said, we're equal opportunity. We don't just read off supers. Supers get priority, but we show love to the regulars as well.
Defense was in mid-season form for real. D-line was wreaking havoc, 100%. Ollie Locke, our defense could be number one of all time. I really liked what the defense was doing yesterday.
Yeah, they look good, man.
We had a couple people say an opinion on special teams, but chat's kind of like jumping on me here
because there's so many. Like literally, Martin F. I saw your comment for a second and then it flashed, but I caught him again. He says 1,200 people viewing right now, and he says 336 likes. Come on, man! Like the day going scream. That's what he said. I agree, Martin, man. It has been crazy though, man. Y'all in here. Y'all are going. I like it.
I got a couple good ones here.
Yeah, get
John
a couple.
Doe
Absolutely,
says,
man.
we are used to tough, gritty games. That's what Tomlin was saying in his post-game interview. Not about style points. We knew this was going to be a tough one coming in here. Happy to get the dub. Yeah. Mr. Jashim, why is everyone trying to slander Najee? Is that a thing right now? Is that what's going on in social media?
I didn't see that. Radio shows today, we ain't get any Najee slander. I was getting, in fact, it was kind of like, no one's really talked about Najee in the old line because we've been keeping it positive. It's like forget about that. Talk defense, TJ, special teams. Yeah, clutch catches at the end. We go from there. I haven't heard any negative
Buffalo
Najee,
doesn't have a great defensive front, and they were playing up close mostly the whole game. Najee's going to go off against the Raiders.
That's my thought.
Yeah, there was nothing from that game
that
I want to point to and say Najee had a bad game. I thought the offensive line was letting some guys through early on. Najee was trying to make things happen. We didn't see the elaborate break tackles in the preseason or a big splash play that we were hoping we'd see, but then second half turned it on and made some clutch runs.
Yes,
close it out.
Yes, indeed.
I still think he's going to be fine.
Nah, I agree with that, man. Solo Joe, I did just see your comment come in. He says that edge rotation, though.
Yeah.
Dude, they provided the wave. It was crazy. Shout out to TJ Watt. Hey, you're in the Aaron Donald category right now. Keep it going. Because that was nuts, man. Between him, Highsmith, and Ingram. Dude, like, obviously, anytime you're talking about rotating, the question is, man, TJ, you got this new money, you got this new contract. You can't come off the field. You can't come off the field when Alex Highsmith and Melvin Ingram are going to be playing like that. We never felt when he left. It never felt negative out there. It never felt like we were having a drop-off or we're losing someone. So, yeah, man, I thought that rotation was nice, man. And at, like I said, all three phases, or excuse me, at all 4 quarters between those 3 guys, whether it was in pass rush, right? All of those guys either had a sack, got pressure on the QB,
got held.
They drew flags in terms of the holding penalties. All of them had multiple flags that they were able to draw. And in the run game, they all were disrupted, whether it was tackles for loss or forcing it where somebody else was able to make the tackle. To me, I thought that those 3 guys, man, were key performers on defense. If it wasn't for Cam Hayward going crazy in the interior as well, I would have said that they stole the show and they were the best of the bunch, but Cam went bonkers as well. Like that you look at what he did going back, it's just like, bro, this underrated. One of the most underrated stars in this league right now, man. Not even close, man.
You know what TJ Watt said?
What did he say?
Practice.
Hey, clearly, hey.
We talking about practice?
Hey, absolutely. That's what he's looking like right now, man. That is what he's looking like, man.
About the game.
That's what he's looking like. Hey, I said, bro, if he could do that and keep going for 17, that puts you in the Donald category because that's what Donald did for what not 17, he did it for 16 after sitting out. So, man.
TJ Watt doesn't have to be a full participant in practice.
Ever again. I'm about to say, never again. Don't you ever even think about it, bro. Holy cow.
Yeah, man. He balled out. That was great to see.
Dude, yeah. Impact, splash.
Getting held a ton too. Yeah, like there were a couple. I think they may have thrown a flag, but there were some other ones. I'm like, geez, oh man.
Yeah, dude. He definitely didn't like he missed a beat, man. That was definitely good to see out there, man.
I'm with you too. Ingram and Highsmith, man. Whenever I watch it back, They were making plays. Like, they were right in the mix. They just unfortunately didn't end up with a sack.
Right.
That's about
Melvin,
it.
he got tackled on one where he should have had a sack. That's when
They
he
did
had
throw the
Josh,
flag
like,
on that one, though.
Yeah.
Because that's when Josh put Minka on skates, right?
Yeah. My man Minka
But seriously, like, Minka played really good. I guess we could get to that later, but I thought Minka played awesome.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, some more of these supers right here. And let me make sure. All right. Upper room. Just remind me. Upper room, Tyler. Tyler Keller is the one I haven't got yet because he's the new group that I'll start with. Tyler Keller.
Yeah. Upper room.
Yep.
Got you.
So when we get back to him, we'll start back with him. All right. So let's see. Where are we at? Where did I just lose you? All right. We did Kyle. We did Justin.
I saw Damon Brown had one somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm right here. I got you right here. We're at Rich Rasmussen. We're going to hear from him as well in a little bit, too. He says, Highsmith, looking like he might be better than Bud Dupree. It was an impressive first game, man.
I didn't see how Bud Dupree played at all.
Bud yesterday, yeah.
I know they had a bad game, though, against the Cardinals.
Yeah, they did. Shout out to Chandler Jones, too. That boy had 5 sacks yesterday. Bruh.
There was some ranking.
Oh, my God.
Remember?
Bruh.
They didn't have him in the top 10, I don't think. They had him at like 16 or something. I think it was PFF. I think that one was PFF, but there was another ranking or two that actually had him in the top 10.
Yeah, 5. And I looked, I was like, let me just see. Taylor Lewan was getting some of that action, too. It wasn't like he was going against a duck. I was like, oh, good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. But they say, yeah, I didn't see Bud, man. I got to check him out, man.
Highsmith looked good, though.
Yeah, he definitely did,
Highsmith
man.
looked really good.
Definitely
Him and
did.
Ingram, like we were just talking about, all three of them. Awesome.
Facts, man. Facts. Then next up, we got Q. Shout out to Q. He says, I made it. We're glad you are here, Q. And he says, and sorry the loss, Moats. LOL. Dang on, man. Well, you know what? I appreciate you, but can we celebrate the win too? Because if it's sorry for my loss, I gotta be congratulated for my win as well. That's all I'm saying. You're only looking at one end of this thing. I need my both. If y'all gonna do me like that, give me both ways. That's all I'm saying. All right. Alan T says TJ wasn't worth 30 plus million. But I'm glad that we were able to make him the highest paid while making a great deal for both parties. Now we can sign Minka and others. Now, see, that's interesting because based on how we played yesterday, some people were saying he deserves a blank check. He's worth 30 plus, pay him whatever. That's all. So I understand where you're at. I'm just, just checking the room.
He played great, man. That was great to see.
You ain't minded. Could he get 30 plus now?
Give him whatever he wants. No.
Oh, you the man, Deke. You are the man.
Hey,
bro.
keep that up. Yeah,
hey,
do whatever you want.
That was
Don't
nuts,
practice. Man. You can do whatever you want.
Seriously, bro. You play like that going forward. You in AB class where you just show up whenever you want to show up and just tell us the schedule.
It was good to see.
Yeah.
Against the Bills too, considering when we look back last year, he didn't do anything against them, and that's what I was talking about. I'm like, dude, he had all of the whole practice schedule last year, was working normal. Yeah. Hey, maybe he'll be better just coming in cold week one like that. Dude, balled out.
And I liked how fired up he was. We talked about it in the fourth, where you see him like talking crazy to the Bills silent, basically like, yo, this dude can't block me. And part of me thinks that
was stuff that I don't know if they saw on TV or not, but we could see that angle from where we were at.
From our angle, TJ, especially in the fourth, after he was getting held even more, he obviously had put on and did what he did, man. He was going at it with the Bills over there. And I was like, man, I don't know if my guy heard you say that on the podcast about Darrell Williams blocking him up. I don't know if it was a national thing. I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, we need TJ like that next week too, man. I like motivated, fired up TJ. That was a sight to be seen, man.
Definitely was.
Yeah.
If the story's true,
Uh-oh.
Because I guess we haven't talked about his contract. It happened after we were done.
I've heard a couple of stories about it too now. Have you?
I was going to say, is the story true?
Which story did you hear? Because I heard
he goes up to Rooney. There was some little bit of a stalling in the negotiations, and he just goes up and says, get this deal done. He signs it and says, I'm going back to work.
All right, so these are the stories I heard. Now, I can't tell you what was or wasn't true, but these are the different stories from multiple people.
And so what I mean by that is I'm sure he's just motivated.
Yeah.
Not only because of the contract, but just in general, he just loves playing and working. He's going to be motivated the whole season.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking that as well. But the first story was the deal. I mean, he says basically like leave me alone, agent. He storms. He said he's like,
that was kind of it.
He stomps into the office. He's like, yo, we got the deal. Shakes his hand. Then he goes and works out.
That was it.
Then I heard that he kind of like walked in there, but still once again went against the agent. Then I heard that him and the agent both agreed that that was the deal that they were both comfortable with. And then they went in there and agreed to the deal. And then when it worked out. So I don't know which one it was. All I know is he worked out. That seems to be the only consistent part of the story. He worked out. So, yeah, y'all can believe it. I don't know what story we're going to go with. I like the story about him kicking in the door.
Yeah.
I saw that when he kicked in the door, went into Mr. Rooney's office like, yo, shake my hand. The deal is done. Then when it worked out. I'd rather go with that story. I think it sounds better.
I'm with you.
But, yeah. All right. Then we also had Truth to Hearts. Truth to Hearts says, hey, Deke, I don't know if you guys know it, but the Steelers won. I'm a man of my word. I will donate $50 as soon as I get to the bank. What's your cash app?
This was the guy on.
Yeah, and I got the 50 to match it. Absolutely.
The mustache thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have Cash App. I have Venmo. It's chilling with Deke on Venmo.
You heard what he said, Truth to. Hey, bro, you might get some Venmos. Hey, send my dog some Venmos, man. Show my man some love in here, bro.
Well, let me know if he has Venmo. Have this guy let me know if he has Venmo or not, because maybe I could get a Cash App account or something. Man. Whatever's easiest. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Yeah, he's a man of his word.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Good dude right there, man.
The stash stays.
Hey. But I say, man, yeah, because you did. Yeah.
I cleaned up.
You did.
I cleaned up for the weekend. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this serious. I'm going to shave the beard and just keep the stash.
And I love how you put it with the Dotson on too, man. You look clean, man.
I'm thinking Dotson
you was a vibe, bro.
For the away game. Mm-hmm. Started off, and then for the home opener, we're going to rock the Ben jersey. That's what I'm thinking.
I can respect that then, baby. I like that.
I think that's fair.
I like that. I'm trying to see if Truth to Hearts, if he pops back up, letting us know if he does have them or not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Holy cow, they keep coming in. Oh, I do got to get to this one, though. Damon Brown, man. Because I guess I don't want you waiting too long, man. Big time contribution right here. He says, what up, Trina Steele, Diva 5, and Stephanie Ramirez? I think Najee was a little cocky coming into the game based on his interview before the game. I think he got humbled and would be better at home. Alabama is not the NFL.
I don't know
what he said. Yeah, I totally missed this.
I did. Yeah, if it was this weekend, I missed it.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I don't even feel like I was on social like that. I feel like I was in the moment, bro. Yeah, I missed everything that happened on social media this weekend, bro.
Yep, missed everything. Yeah, just showed up to the game. Man. Was ready to go.
Seriously, bro. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to see if it is cocky.
Yeah, I don't know what he said,
what his response was. I have no clue.
Yeah. Now, Jay Quest says you should have went with the Troy, the 43 jersey.
For the home opener or up there?
I don't know. We're going to find out, man. Jay Quest, let him know, man. Are you talking about for the home or for the away?
I don't have a Troy. I don't.
Ooh, okay.
I have some random ones, dude. I have some really random ones. Okay. Like, I mean, you've seen me wear them in here. Some really random ones. But yeah, I think Dotson and Ben, those are the two for the first 2 weeks. I think I organized it pretty good. Away game, Dotson. Home game, Big Ben.
I like it. And it's looking like what Najee's comments, the gist of it was, he was essentially saying playing at Alabama was so easy because they were so much better than anyone else. There wasn't a lot of competition for him.
What does that have to do with this game?
I don't know, though. I don't know if that's what
I think
he's
just being like straight up, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It was really easy there. It might be tough in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't take that as cocky. I'll have to listen to the full comment, though.
Yeah, but see, I'm trying to see if anything else was on that.
Deke not having a Troy jersey, little Deke energy, casual energy.
Hashtag
call me out.
Fan.
Call me out. Yeah.
Hey, man, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. All right, let's go. We're gonna read off a couple more. Actually, no, we still got some time right here, man. We'll get these super chats in, and then
we got some more position groups.
Absolutely, yeah. Because we'll do probably another 3 or 4 super chats, and after that, because we still got to talk special teams, man. Got to talk that group and obviously coaching staff as well, man.
Works for me.
But let's go UW. Let's go UW says Trey Norwood was putting in work when he got the chance to play. Definitely did. I thought as a whole his game was good. I mean, outside of one scared, he did well. Played really well, man. Was physical. That was the part that stood out to me the most with Trey, man. Physical decisiveness, man. Love to see that right there. What chat are you? You're on regular chat. You stay on regular.
Dude. I just completely.
Yeah, if you stay on regulars, we're good. You stay on regulars, we'll be good. Because I can always backtrack over here.
Works for me.
Yep. All right. Terry Bingham says, Why didn't they challenge that fumble Cam Hayward caused? Pissed me off.
Be honest, I don't even remember that.
That's one thing, yeah, because from our vantage point, I don't remember it.
Whenever I watched it back today, there was a borderline one when Josh Allen was running, right?
That's what they're talking about.
That did not look like a fumble to me.
See, I thought they ruled it as a fumble, but I thought that he recovered, and that was the reason why.
That could be true, too.
That's what I thought. I thought he just recovered it.
Because they moved on to the next play pretty quick. I just watched the condensed version. I didn't get to see any replays or
But when I looked at it, I thought it was more so because he recovered it, and they had clearly said that he recovered it in terms of like keeping them possession. Like if they would have ruled it as a fumble, or if they would have ruled it as, all right, we don't know who had the recovery, maybe we would have challenged it then. But from my perspective, I thought it was just clear that Josh had the ball, and that was ultimately why they just left it alone like that.
Yeah.
If we remember the same play, which I think we are.
I think we are too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying Allen recovered it.
Yeah.
They're saying it was a fumble though, but he recovered it.
That's what I thought it was. It definitely was a fumble though. You saw the ball pop out, but I thought Allen just, when he went to the ground, he was able to get it back. Because they said he took it from the two, it was like two D linemen down there or something like that. Or was that, no, that would have been the TJ one. I don't know that. He definitely, the Cam Hayward one for a fact, I thought that Josh recovered that one, man. Yeah, because obviously the TJ
That's what everyone's saying. Yeah, Josh fell on it. Cam was trying to rip it out.
Yeah. Because the TJ one, TJ holds him down. I was like, yo, I like that. That's savvy right there. All right. Michael Patrick McCracken, though, he says, Ingram was very disruptive. His play and demeanor are admirable. The 3-player rotation was bad A. If you want to drop the A word in there.
That's a badass performance, man.
There it is.
Honestly, by all three of them.
There it is. And he
really
says, and he also says, move blocked above average. Expert predictions, LOL. Hey, man, it's like that sometimes. Why it's a prediction, baby. That's why it's a prediction. I will say this, though, in just a quick response to the prediction people, because I know I get a lot of that coming over here, and that's cool. If you predict or if you make your bets based on anomalies, which I thought at times yesterday, when you base everything that had to happen, you're going to lose a lot of money on anomalies. I go off of facts. I go off of proven. So if that's my one, I will take that every single day of the week, baby. So we are good. We are good. All righty, where are we? Let's go, UW. He says, speaking of Big Ben, had a rare Big Ben run. Haven't seen that in forever. Fastest I've seen him move in a long time.
There you go. Throwing it back, man. That was like a 7 or 8 yarder, too. We needed that.
He looked good, man. He looked good, man. He wasn't limping. He looked way faster running this year than he did in that Giants game a year ago. I will say that, man.
Bro, he looked good. Yeah. I really liked his performance. Like in the second half, like some of those, it's not going to show up on the stat line because I think he ended up with like 180, but then there were some of those pass interference, like Deontay torched the dude. Yeah. And like you can see it right off the bat, that probably would have been a touchdown. They called that for holding. I think there might have been one on Claypool or something, but man, like Ben's performance in the second half was like, he clutched up, man. Like Vince's performance, I was able to move in the pocket. I love to see it. That was great.
Dude, those throws at the end, man, the last 2 series for 7, that is vintage 7 right there, man. That is vintage 7.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Yeah. We need we need at least 3 points. Close the game out. What happens? We get 3 points. It's just what we do, man.
I think the biggest reason why people, not always go all the way there, which is just want to see it for the whole time. That's all.
I just don't think he could do anything much different in the first half.
I agree, though. I agree.
The line was bad. And then, because the one to Claypool, he made up for it with his amazing moss,
he did.
dude.
He definitely did, man.
But the one, I mean, Ben snapped the ball. The line was there in like 2 seconds. He like tossed it up like rainbow. It was right in Claypool's hands. I mean, he should have caught that. It would have been a tough catch, but those are the type of catches you need to make when you talk about AB and like Julio Jones. And if we think Claypool's going to ascend to that level, you just got to make that type of catch.
I agree. He definitely.
But no, I just don't know what else we could have asked for Ben to do different.
It was definitely times where he was missing on some easy throws. I think that's what people. I know for me, when I speak on his performance, that's what I'm referring to. I like how he ended it, but I thought it was multiple throws where he should have been able to hit those right there.
No, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. But that's what I mean. The second half, what he was able to do, it was just great to see. Because I think that inaccuracy stuff, I'm not going to go all the way miscommunication. I can. Blame it on the receiver, blame it on them. Week 1, that's something that's going to get worked out. That's nothing to Ben's inaccuracy is going to stick through the whole season or like, oh, man, I'm worried about Ben's arm and how accurate he is. I'd point that to more just week 1, trying to get the kinks out with the offense. Because for the most part, when it needed to happen,
it happened.
The accuracy was 100% there, and he made plays.
happened.
Love to see it, man.
Did you have any thoughts on his slide? Because people were not feeling the slide. That it looked a little janky.
No, I did not see. No, I didn't see it. I didn't. From our angle, I didn't see the slide.
Watching it again.
Whenever I was watching, I missed it. It.
It was like, ooh, that was a little awkward, but all right. Glad he's all right.
Okay.
But yeah, man. And Donald Copeland.
Vic said he couldn't slide. Vic was always the one, man.
It's weird. Like, because if you're not a baseball guy, you don't typically go full speed and then just let me slide.
It always looked like when Vic would try to slide, he hurt himself.
Mm-hmm. It looks almost. Who's the guy with the Flacco's another guy? He always would like mess his knee brace up when he would go to slide. Yeah, sliding is weird, bro. Yeah. Kyler Murray probably has like a dope slide right now.
He does.
I like his.
He actually does. Yeah.
His is legit. Him and Russ. Russ I hate because it's just like the last second. Just do. It's like, bro, you gonna get a flag every time. I can't stand you quarterbacks, man. I can't stand you. All right. All righty. Let's see. All right.
Oh, you want to? I'm sorry, I could have been checking that.
Oh, you're good, man. I was going through it real quick, man. Make sure we're good. All right.
We missing anything?
Nothing really. I basically, because I think we've pretty much covered those type of things over there. All right, we'll go back to Barilla 92, Michael Patrick McCracken, and then after that, we'll react to some of the special team stuff. All right. So from where are we at? Barilla 92. Barilla 92 says, we need to use Pat Freiermuth down the seam more. The Ingram signing was huge. He's back to form and loving that three-headed outside linebacker rotation. Also, shout out Isaiah Buggs.
Yeah.
I respect that. Isaiah
Somehow
Buggs,
he's always clutch in the red zone.
Dude, you said that it was at the game too. He made the play. He was like, yo, he always makes a play in the red zone. It's like, yo, he does. But he does a good job of using his hands. He's not the longest defender, right? In terms of his height and arms and stuff like that. But he plays with good separation, good pad level. And that is always what allows him in the red zone where the field is condensed, where you have the threat of a quarterback trying to run or the draw play. He's able to shock, lock, and ultimately get off of his blocks and make those type of plays like that. So to me, I mean, that's one of the things that he does consistently. I thought he had a really good preseason as well, though. He flew around, made plays in both the running attack and in the pass game. So for me with Isaiah, just keep getting those reps, keep getting opportunity. He's one of those young guys that by the end of the season, we're going to be like, yo, all right, I kind of like this guy. Does he make this guy potentially expendable? Does he make that guy potentially expendable because of how productive he will continue to be, like what he's doing right now? So I definitely like what I'm seeing with Isaiah, though, man. Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, and with Freiermuth, man, I mean, I'm all for with getting him on the field more.
More usage. Because the way we saw Claypool go up and get that ball a couple of times, obviously he had the crazy one on Trey White. Pat is definitely capable of doing those same things. We've seen it. Well, not everybody. I've seen it numerous times with him in practice. Obviously, he was doing it at Penn State. For me, man, I think he needs more opportunities. And I think that will come. This was the first game. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst. You just, all right, keep building on it. So for him, I want to see him get more involved, though. 100%, man. All right. And then Michael Patrick McCracken says, how you think Bills are feeling about their offensive line? If you're the Bills, man, tackle-wise, I don't think you are losing a ton of sleep because you know who those guys are in terms of TJ Watt. You know he is. Ingram, the question was, can he turn the clock back? Yesterday, he was rushing like it was 2018. He was. He wasn't trying to be cute and using speed rushes. He wasn't trying to be cute and shake guys. No, he was saying, I'm going to get off this ball, hard 3 steps, and I'm going to long arm bull you to the quarterback. When he rushes like that, he is a problem to deal with. But that wasn't on tape last year. We talked about it. Now, we knew he had some injuries and stuff, but he hadn't looked like that since 18. So, yeah, if you're the Bills offense, I mean, you tip your cap to them for that, man. That's what I think, man. But, yeah, TJ and them boys, man, they did what they were supposed to do. Absolutely they did, man.
Is it the number 8, maybe?
I don't know, bro.
He faster. He definitely looks leaner, too.
Seriously, yeah. I'm like, I don't think we thought TJ would ball. I don't think any of us thought all 3 of those guys would have that type of impact throughout the game. Like, it was so consistent. Like, literally, every series, it seemed like one of those 3 guys were having some type of splash play. Whether it was a tackle for loss, whether it was a holding penalty, whether it was a QB hit. Every single series. Yeah, Yeah, man, that's one of them perfect storms right there, baby. But I'm glad that we got that situation going on.
What do you think they'll do with TJ in this rotation as time goes on? Do you think it'll be? I don't even know how the math would work. Do you think he'll just be in there more of a majority of the time, and it'll be more of a Ingram Highsmith rotation?
Well, the way that they rotated it yesterday was essentially you would be on for 2 series, off for a series, but only TJ Watt didn't flip. So it was Highsmith. No, excuse me. So, for example, if it was TJ and Highsmith out there, right? TJ would go off, Highsmith would bump over, Ingram would come on. Highsmith would come out, TJ go back to his side, and then it's Ingram and TJ. Then when TJ would go out, then you would get Highsmith and Ingram. But that's how they would rotate around, but TJ would never have to like change his side. So to me personally, I don't think you need to shift it too much. If those guys can play like that, I like it because it kept all of them fresh in the fourth quarter. We saw late in the fourth quarter when it was time to get after the quarterback, they were all plenty fresh, plenty able to do that. Whereas when you start having 1 or 2 guys play so much of it, now you might lose a little bit of that extra burst at the end of the game.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. That's actually probably how it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was just an idiot or wasn't paying attention like that. TJ was at 81.
Yep.
Ingram was at 64. Highsmith was at 54.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that then. It just, for whatever reason, it felt like it was an equal split in rotations. But 81, 64, 54, I could live with that. Maybe you bump up TJ to like 85, but man, that's solid.
Yeah, like I said, I love that rotation like that, especially when they're all productive like that. I don't want you rotating just for the sake of rotating. Rotate when it's going to equate to productivity like that, and that's definitely what we're getting right there, man. So, I definitely like that, man. Definitely did. All right. Roll through some more. Oh, actually, no. We get back to these special teams. I forgot that.
Works for me.
And actually, before we get to that, I got to pay the bills real quick. Can we pay some bills real quick, man? If that's all right with you?
I think we should. Probably.
You know, every once in a while, we should pay bills because when you don't pay bills, you know what happens? You run out of stuff to do. You run out of free time like this because then we got to get like other jobs and we don't want other jobs. So, what we're going to talk about is the main job, which is the people at Manscaped. And how fitting, because we talk about with Manscaped how you groom your friends, because Manscaped, they are the leaders in below the waistline grooming. But we talked about going into this game this weekend that when you groom yourself with Manscaped, you are very aerodynamic. And we saw plenty of balls being thrown by our quarterback that were very aerodynamic, especially at the end of the game, and helped us get that victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, do like the good guys do. Do like the professionals do. Take care of your good old friends with that Manscaped. And we don't just talk about it, Deke, because anybody can just talk about a company. Anybody can do that. But not everybody has a promo code. Not everybody has that. We happen to have a promo code, Deke. You know that? And the promo code is Moats. You use the promo code, 20% off, plus free shipping, Deke. Plus free shipping. Can't beat that, baby.
No, you can't. Good deal.
Yeah. And as you saw, because you got to witness it as well, when they are groomed, the aerodynamic, the ball flies perfect, unscathed. Would you agree?
We got the dub, bro.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out our friends over at Manscaped. All righty. Now we're back to regularly scheduled programming.
You want to hit that special teams then?
Absolutely, man. Because I got to talk about my dog, Danny Smith. I started to show up the day with like 1,000 pieces of bubble gum, bro. In honor of my dog, Danny Smith, man. Not only did, he provide us with the heart attack to start the game. We got to have one of those. He gave us that. But he provided us with everything else we needed as well, man. In terms of the block punt, that was insane, man. I love seeing that. That was really good.
Killer
the field goals, absolutely. Shout out to Killer Ulysses Gilbert with the scoop and score as well. Boz, not just Boz though.
Money.
Not just Boz in the sense, because you got to remember, right? New long snapper, new holder.
Yeah.
2 new people out there. Man, you love to see it though right there, man. I thought as a whole, the special teams group played really well throughout the game. They responded to the adversity early on. I thought coverage units looked good outside of that opening kickoff. I thought they did a good job in terms of getting down there and making sure that they didn't allow too much more splash to be had. And I just thought as a whole, they flew around, man. They look good, man. They look really good. Boz was money though. Into the win.
Clutch as hell.
Into the win.
Straight down the middle.
They love to see that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left off from last year.
Mm-hmm.
seeing no signs from that horrid, was it 2018 season?
Mm-hmm.
And back to the Pro Bowl season in 2017. That's what we're seeing from Boss. So, yeah, it was great. It especially goes back to whole Bills are a tough team, the environment. Because the last drive, we almost ran the offense in that last series of plays like, hey, we're just gonna trust Boss with this one, from what I thought.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
And 45 yards, drilled it right down the middle. And then, Killebrew obviously getting that pump block. Sealed the game for us, essentially. We still had to make plays, which we did, but that pump block was a game changer right there, because I think we were up 3 at that point.
We were, yeah.
And then with that pump block going up 10, like that was almost it, basically. With how our defense was playing, it was going to be tough for Josh Allen and them to score, because the only touchdown they had was, they had to string together like a 6-7 minute drive.
Yep.
And then it was a tough play by the receiver. I think it was Davis on Cam Sutton, a great throw by Josh Allen on 3rd down to actually get the touchdown. Outside of that, they couldn't score. The 3 points right off the bat was because of our special teams lapse.
Yeah, seriously, man.
But man, with the defense, that was big. That was big for our defense, just special teams, just good team win all around, man. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody
I'm going back to
together,
08.
Man. Heck
going back to 08, it just felt like that.
Now, and this ain't who blocked that punt. It was Miles Killebrew. Yeah, man, it looked good. I have a film session coming up later today, man, where we'll talk about the what happened in terms of how the block was able to come out like that, man. But now it looked good, man. I was very impressed with that, man. Miles Killebrew, right? We asked at times, why do certain players make the team or not, right? Does he give you more help as a safety or as a corner? No. But this is what he brings to the table in terms of special teams. Absolutely. And that's, and we talked about this a little bit as well, man, when we just, in our own little vibe, but you got to have guys that can be special teamers, because when you don't, just because a guy's good on defense, but he's not going to be your starter, he's not going to be a part of that rotation, those are the guys that got to go cover these kicks. Those are the guys that got to go protect on punt. So if you have guys that aren't good special teamers, just because, hey, man, I like this guy as my 5th receiver or my 5th, edge rusher, that's where you can have a little bit of a disconnect and a little bit of an issue. But to me, man, I think that, once again, going back to the roster, they made the moves that, have worked out thus far. Now, granted, it was one game. We're not going to crown them. I get that. But as a whole, man, I think that the guys that are here right now, man, they made the plays they were supposed to make, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely they did, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, if we could get that another 3-4 times throughout the season.
Yeah, man.
No matter what it is, a kick return, punt return, another punt block, maybe a fake from Presley Harvin. We'll see.
Yeah.
But actually, someone brought that up. Because I guess Jordan Berry had a great first game. I didn't see it, but someone said, is this the punter that won the job?
It's like that sometimes.
Outside of that 20, I thought he punted pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I thought he did fine. And like you said, holding the snap every time.
That's the one. That's
clean hold.
tough.
That's kind of a big deal.
Kind of, man. We've seen teams lose games behind special teams blunders and stuff, man. Now you gotta have that, man, in terms of just catching the ball every single time. I was happy with that, my man Presley, man. And shout out to Juju as well, man. He had one of the best catches of the day. The onside kick. We joke about onside kicks until it's time for an onside kick, and we're like, ooh, we've seen teams lose games on onside kicks, like, frequently in the recent history. It's crazy, man. So now it was definitely good to see that by Juju, man.
We saw more of the same from him too.
Yeah.
Clutch catches, the back shoulder throw from Ben at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But
Physical
then
as well, man.
On some of those swing passes, just lowering the shoulder, gaining an extra maybe 5 to 7 yards. Yeah. I think he led the team in receptions, right? He had like 5 receptions, 4 or 5 receptions. Yeah. He had like 40 or 50 yards. Correct. Yeah, it's good
he
from
had
Juju.
More receptions, but Claypool had more yardage.
Yeah. Good for him, man. Good for him. It was a good game.
No, facts, man. Facts. I like that.
Just even the receiving core as a whole. I like what I saw from Claypool.
Yeah.
Get in the mix with the blocking on that 3rd and 1.
Seriously, man. Yeah.
Outside of it was a really tough catch, but then drawing the pass interference down there, he seemed like really into the game. Like,
he impressed me.
The physicality and just like really locked in. I like that. I like what I saw from Claypool. And then Deontay coming back, making that sick ass catch in the back of the end zone.
Oh, facts, bro.
Receiving core was good.
Hey, we said though with Deontay, man, he been doing that all. At least since the softball game, we've been seeing that man make every type of craziness catch out there, man. So shout out to Deontay. Keep that thing going, baby. And then coaching staff, bro. As a whole, man, the coaches, man, the Steelers definitely got to give them a tip of the cap, man. I like their plan. I liked their confidence in terms of not ever feeling like they needed to press. Just, hey, play our game. Just play our game. Regardless of what they doing over there, play our game. And to me, that showed up. I also like how they handled the adversity. Danny Smith and Adrian Clem, because both of those guys' units had some type of negative adversity early in the game with a group that was young. We talk about Presley Harvin. He's a young punter. We talk about some of these guys, Trey Norwoods, and guys like him, man, they don't have a lot of special teams experience in the league. And you give up a big return in the game, man, yeah, that could put you in a bad place to be. Presley Harvin has a shank of a punt. That could put you in a bad place to be. But they responded. They came back. Adrian Clement, that offensive line unit, man, they were getting gory. It was gory at times in that first half. But they responded. They kept coming back. And Matt Canada, he didn't hit us with the Randy Fiegner of, all right, the running game ain't working. We're going to say, forget the running game.
Yeah.
He at least stuck with it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Like, seriously, bro. He stuck with it.
Because Najee was a part of the comeback. And for that, you need to call run plays.
Right. And we never felt as if in the second half, like, do we even have a running back on the field? At times last year, we would feel that way. That was not the case yesterday, man. It was not the case. Like I said, it wasn't the most productive, but they stuck with it, which is a huge step in the right direction considering how it was. And shout out to your boy, too, under center on numerous occasions yesterday, too, man.
He was.
Absolutely, bro.
He definitely
Absolutely,
was.
Man.
Two things with the coaching. One, it goes back to what I said at the beginning of sticking with Cam Sutton on the outside, going with Trey Norwood. Some of these players, bro, you're just like, these guys are bums in the preseason. They had faith in them.
What are you doing, Coach? Why were you
went through,
with this guy?
They really showed up in this game against a tough opponent. And then number two, like you said, going back to the running game at Canada, man. Like I thought, Najee Harris was a part of that. He was part of the comeback.
He really was, right? Like that's crazy to think about, but it was.
The stats are gonna lie to you a little bit. The stats are gonna lie.
That's what we say, man. For us, when you watch the game, it's different than the numbers. The numbers are misleading, but he was very pivotal in that. And that goes to Canada just saying, yo, we're not going to abandon you. We're not going to forget you. Even though the first half was absolutely terrible and nothing says to try it again, they tried it. And you saw the success that they had, man.
Last one in terms of running game and everything.
Yeah.
The jet sweep.
It worked.
God damn it.
We're going to get it again next week.
All right.
That was one of those plays, bro.
It was big. It was a huge play.
I was excited and I hated it at the same time. I was excited because we needed that play. It was splash. And I hated it because I said, now we're going to get this for the next 4 weeks. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. Yeah. But it was dope, man. I mean, you got a chance to see not just Claypool, but I mean, Kendrick Green down the field, man, giving it all he had. It was a good play. The timing was perfect. I mean, Chooks to the front side did what he needed to do. Like, it was a good play, good design on it. But yeah, we definitely going to get that a lot more now. For a fact, we're going to get that more.
So what am I missing here?
So you're good, man.
Well, no. What I'm saying is Hassenauer got in a little bit.
It was like for a play or two, man.
Someone hurt?
No. I think Green came out for like a breather or two, bro. It wasn't
what it was?
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, oh, Green lost his job.
No.
Okay.
No. It was
like, I saw people talking about that. I'm looking at snap count. He came in 3 times. I didn't know when that was.
It was like just, I don't know if he was tired or what, but that's all. That's from my perception. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You said special teams coaching staff.
Yeah. So
there are a couple more positions if you want to like hit on anyone briefly.
What I was going to say is this, because I know we still got a good amount of chats in here, super chats especially, that I want to make sure we hit. And we got to hit these phone lines as well. So we'll dedicate the next 15 minutes because I want to get to these phone lines about 4:30 because we got a good amount of calls. And we want to make sure we give them their due diligence also with that. So yeah, for these next 15, man, we'll go straight chat mode right here. You keep me balanced on the regulars. Okay. I'll go on these supers and then we'll kind of flow through it that way. Yep, and then at the 4:30 time, we'll hit the phone line, man, and get that thing rolling as well. But somebody's name
2,000 people are watching this right now,
bro.
500 likes.
It's been nuts, bro. It's been one of our crazy shows. It's a crazy show.
Can we get that to 700?
It's been a crazy show today.
700 likes.
Donald Copeland said this earlier. He thought the reason why we were only at half the likes is because it's about 500 Bills fans in the chat. He was like, that's why they won't like the other half of it. That's what Donald said. It's only one way to find out. So if it's not 500 Bills fans in here, well, then we should probably have another, couple hundred likes just happen to pop up in a little bit. But if not, I could totally understand. We know, as you saw firsthand, I get love from both sides, and I don't fight it. I just embrace it, man. I just embrace it. Yeah, I do embrace it.
Let's see where we're at right now. All right, we got up to 6:57. That was a quick request. We're almost at 7.
Okay, because Don One said they fake fans if they are not. That's what he said. I'm just reporting the news. Adam Hancock says 700 likes.
I just saw that. No way. That's not even.
I was about to say, man, dude, that's like 23 likes away before you have to shave a side. Like, I don't want you to shave a stash off of it. I like the Manscaped plug though. 20% if you use the promo code Moats. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
I thought people liked the stash.
I love the stash.
Yeah, I didn't think people were willing to get rid of it.
Even though the dude that was heckling, he was like, "You don't even know how to grow a stash right." Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. Yeah.
I missed it.
He was throwing him. You don't even know how to grow a stash right. I was like, wow.
I'll take tips. I mean,
wow, you don't even have a stash, bro.
If someone could tell me how to do it better, that's
crazy,
fine.
Bro. It was crazy, man.
I'm just doing my best. I haven't rocked the stash my whole life.
Yeah, they were really.
This is like my first time.
You know. Hopefully that'll humble them a little bit. I was very surprised, but I'm not accustomed to that right there. That's woof.
I wish I would have heard that.
Yeah, man.
That was funny.
It was not cool. And Caden Neidl says, "Can you guys confirm to me that the Steelers only blitzed twice?" Now, we don't have the official, because to me personally, I thought it was super low like that. But I'm waiting on the official. I haven't seen the official numbers on it yet, but I know it was low because for the Steelers, they played a ton of too high safety looks. That was part of the reason why I went back to saying the arrogance for the Bills coaching staff, and more importantly, Josh Allen also. He had plenty of underneath throws where you drop it off the Singletary, it would have been 15-yard gains. Dawson Knox, 10-yard gains. Like, guys were open. And that was the other part of why, like, when I went back and watched it, I'm like, I love what our secondary did. I thought they played really well, but it was a lot of arrogance going on by Josh and by that coaching staff, where the throw, for example, to where Edmonds and Minka break it up in the middle of the end zone, right? Bro, he could have dropped that thing off the Singletary, and Singletary's running for 20 yards by himself. Like, those were the type of things I'm just looking, I'm like, why are you making that throw? Why are you doing this right here? Why are you going here? But their whole demeanor was just, we gonna just show up. Can't do that versus Pittsburgh, baby. Cannot do that versus them. So shout out. All righty. Did I forget anything?
No. I think we were gonna hit some of the super chats.
Absolutely, man. So we're good right here.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated if anything good comes in on the current chats.
Absolutely, man. So Free Falling 23. Shout out to you, Free Falling 23. They say Najee would have had a touchdown if Ben didn't overthrow him, and he didn't give him great throws on the other looks as well. He will be better versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I think that could have been a touchdown. Yeah, I talked about that whenever we were in the stadium. I think he overthrew him a little bit. Yeah. And I think we left 7 out there on the board 2 times actually on both those red zone trips. They were early in the second half too.
Yeah. Now, I wasn't ready to panic, but I know people were saying that the red zone inefficiencies, they feel like that continues from a year ago.
No,
because we did struggle in the red zones a year ago.
No, I don't think this time. The one was the slant across the middle to Najee. I think it was Milano. He made a good tackle. That could have been 6 right there. And then the pass to Najee that Ben overthrew a little bit. Yeah, that could have been 6. But then you combine Freiermuth. No, I think we'll be fine
for sure. I like it then. All right. Next up, man, Jamel Smith.
Was Ben's touchdown to Deontay? Were we in the red zone there? His touchdown to Deontay?
Might have been high red. Check that.
It was probably close. But
it was like on that fringe, right? Got to be.
Yeah. You could talk yourself into like, hey, we could have had 3 touchdowns. I think I'll give the Bills a good play there, but I mean, the one to Najee, I think that could have been 6. The one on the sideline. Yeah. I'll check though.
All right. Jamel Smith says that kickoff to start the game was scary. Yes, it was very scary. Scary. But the D held it down. We might see one of the best defensive seasons we've seen in a while.
And our defense has been playing pretty solid these past 2 or 3 years. Yeah. But things are feeling a little different right now. Yeah. It's week 1, but
my thing is this, man. If they can play in terms of the way that I can see this happening, right? Because when we talk historic seasons, I mean, you got to compare them to who? The 08 Steelers. Was it the 2000?
That was at the 5.
Or the 05. Okay, 05 Steelers. The 2000 Ravens. The 85 Bears. Like, it's a little early. It's a little soon. I like it though. In terms of if that was your first major test, you definitely passed that test. For a fact, you passed that, and you definitely feel great because you know Devin Bush and Joe Schobert are only going to get better the longer they play together.
I thought Bush played good.
He did. He was productive. I thought him and Joe flew around, and number one, they tackled pretty well. I think they might have missed one or two apiece, but as a whole, it wasn't like damaging because everybody was just playing so fast defensively. But I liked them. I thought they were decisive. I didn't see any glaring mishaps. Right now, obviously, we go through and nitpick. Sure, you might have been out of gap here, you might have been off here, but nothing to the point where it was backbreaking or it was kind of like the Norwood throw early, right? Where we're like, whoa, that scared us a little bit. I never saw that come up on tape with Devin and Joe. I thought as a whole, they played fine for that to be their first full game together. But for them, they're going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to get better. The way you feel about the O-line, I feel like that about Bush and Devin in terms of the hope and optimism. Like everything screams that those two by the end of the season should be a crazy duo. Like everything points to that. That's how I feel about them. And for them, the more they get in stadium together, the better it's going to be, man. But yeah, definitely like that right there, man. All right. Charles C. Brown Jr. He says, how about 6 rookies starting? 21 surprised me.
Yep.
Yeah, he surprised a lot of us. Not only with how productive he was, but how much participation he got. I mean, we didn't even talk about that, though, in terms of how his usage was so high compared to James Pierre. Like, man. Whew. But it worked out. I'm glad that, they decided to go with that route the way that they did because it gave Cam Sutton a chance to show what he could do on the outside. Something that I wanted to see personally. I thought that he was owed that because of the contract and because of how everything played out. It was good to see that part there. But then, I mean, for Trey to go from playing safety all preseason to hop into the slot week 1 and still play like on a level like that, I mean, that was impressive right there, man. I thought as a whole, man, those DBs, if that's their floor, they got a chance to be really good, man. Because that is week 1. Like you said, it's week 1. I think they got a chance to be really good. If that's going to be the floor that they play with, they're going to be really good, man.
Joe Hayden with that
that
fumble
too.
Yeah, right at the end of the game.
James Pierre with
they didn't even throw Hayden's way, really.
No, they didn't.
Was it like once or twice, maybe? I don't know.
James Pierre, though, that punch out on Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, that was it.
Dude, that was the difference. That's right after we just had the block punt for the touchdown, too, man. That was crucial right there. Crucial, man.
Yeah, that was a
big time play, man.
Yeah, it was a seam right in between.
Yeah. Big time
close out. That was good for him.
Yep. Then we also have Vince Trombetto. Shout out to Vince Trombetto. He says, why do the coaches always take Claypool out in the red zone? It's so frustrating to see. I agree. I would much rather say, man, just jump ball him to death, right? When you're down that low. Yeah.
They had Frymouth on the outside that one
did.
time. We thought they were maybe going to toss to him. Yeah. I didn't really notice Claypool being out, to be honest. Is he out every time?
Not every time. I think it's more so when they go with like some of the bigger, like with some of the bigger body groupings. He was coming out every time that Gentry would go in typically, though. Like he was a part of like that type of rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we know Gentry was coming in for more of the run blocking style plays and stuff like that. All right. Anything over in your regulars?
Oh, someone's talking about the Bengals game. Mike Hilton got burned for a touchdown yesterday.
Okay.
I didn't see any of that, but that was the Vikings. Jordan Berry's in that one. Bengals have Mike Hilton. Okay. I did not see that.
I missed that one.
Tomlin will be our 3rd straight Hall of Fame coach. Mm-hmm. I thought he was already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he'll be there.
This one's a good question. I wonder what Witherspoon's puzzle piece will be.
In terms of how he fits.
Especially seeing after yesterday's game. Wait and see, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is can Cam Sutton continue to play on the outside like that? If he plays like that, well, you don't have any issues. That changes a lot. The thing was he wasn't playing like that on the outside, and Trey Norwood hadn't played like that in the slot. So that's why you had to make a trade for Akello, because we felt like we would be thin. We thought that James Pierre, we thought going into the game should have been the starter guy on the outside, but we saw just how they viewed him in terms of the rotation. He was the 4th guy to get in. Not even the 4th, because I thought Arthur Marlette got in before him in the first half, actually. Yeah, so with Akello, I think right now is just continue to see where he's at progression-wise, getting acclimated to the team. But yeah, it's no real hurry to put him out there if this group is going to look like that. Unless he's showing something crazy in practice where you're like, yo, we can't keep him off the field. That changes things, obviously.
Moats, how you feel Kendrick Green played?
inconsistent.
It's from Nightwolf.
Yeah, he played inconsistent. I liked his demeanor. I liked his mentality. I love the play where Chase Claypool had the reverse run and he's down there leading the way. But at times he definitely had his not so good plays. But he's a rookie, and with rookies, that is to be expected, and that's not a surprise to me. That's something that we've talked about, right? In terms of when we're comparing him to Pouncey, because that was the thing, right? Oh, he's got to be better than Pouncey. He's way better than Pouncey. He can snap. It's a difference. That was the biggest thing. And with Kendrick, he's going to have these growing pains. He's going to have series where he looks really good. He's going to have some series where we're like, bro, come on now, baby. Come on. But as a whole, he's going to be fine. I'm not worried about Kenji. I'm not worried about Kendrick at all, man.
Cool.
Yeah. We also had Jacob Brown over in the Super. He says, is Cam Sutton breaking out? Bro, I hope so. Because that looked good yesterday. His ability to go not just on the outside, but then hop into the slot and still be a productive player like that. Like, yeah, that was impressive. Pretty impressive, man.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Cam Sutton played awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We also had Wesley Kamara. Wesley Kamara. I feel like I'm butchering your last name, but I like it anyways. He says, what about Juju trucking over two guys on his one catch and run? I think that was a play we were talking about. He ran. It was a Trey White and somebody else he ran over on the sideline.
Yeah.
It looked good. Heck yeah. That was vintage Juju right there, though, man. That's not a lot of style points. But my man, he run that thing like a running back when he gets that rock, man.
I don't think he had a drop, from what I remember.
I don't think so either, no.
Everything he caught was physical. Made the clutch back shoulder catch from Ben. That final series. Played good. Did everything we needed him to.
And shout out to Juju and Claypool. You're right. No time penalties from either one of them.
Yeah.
That was good. That was solid.
What the Claypool one was, what'd they throw? On Sportsmanlike or
you
something?
can't pull them off, yeah.
It's kind of BS, but I actually like that from Claypool. I liked him like kind of getting in the mix like that.
Nah, bro. I look at it as that's not BS. Like, well, only because they've been put that rule in, but it's in for a reason. Because if you watch when Claypool pulls Jordan Poyer off, I think it was Jordan Poyer pulls off, Jordan turns around ready to fight. And that's the biggest reason why they don't want that. Because at least in that situation, it was Chase. Imagine if it's the referee, you don't know that. You turn around, you fired it ready to go. So the reason they put the rules in is to ultimately keep guys from having just where they turn around and who knows how it's going to be, right? We've seen guys get kicked out because they thinking it's a regular play and it's a referee. It creates too much tension. And that's, I think you can see Ben also talking to to Chase as soon as it happens, like, bro, chill, you can't do that. Also, because like you said, it creates too much of a hostile environment. And that's what they don't want created right there, man. But it's something that was like clearly communicated. Yeah.
Yeah. My main thought was just how he was. Like he was just like locked in, I thought yesterday.
He definitely was though, man.
That's what I mean. Like him doing that just made it look like he was like really into it, about the team, just trying to get this dub, which is what we did.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We also have Bombs Away. Shout out to Bombs Away. He says, loved the defense. Wish Melvin was 5 years younger so we could have this rotation for a long time. And how about Pierre Island? Shout out to that. Shout out.
I thought Pierre, there was a couple, what was it, 3 or 4 catches maybe Diggs had on him. Short catches, but
he competed, bro.
He didn't play. Yeah, he didn't play enough to have this definitive answer on Pierre. I thought he played good for the scenario that he was thrown in, good enough. Didn't let up any bombs. But, yeah, I mean, Josh Allen looked at Diggs when he was on him. It was kind of like the one-on-one, but it was like a 5 or 6 yard catch every time, or like a slant across the middle. So it wasn't anything like detrimental.
Didn't allow any yak. That was huge to me, man. Like,
and especially then the big play at the end that we talked about.
That was the stamp. Whew. But he's been making those plays, man. You see that with him, man. Like, ball savvy, just aware, understands the situation. Man, I like mentally, I love everything about James Pierre. Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, the takeaway for me isn't necessarily just Pierre, just any one of the guys. Well, yeah, Cam Sutton, mainly Cam Sutton probably played the best out of all the cornerbacks, but like just to see secondary group work as a whole whenever we were doing like the different packages and stuff, it's like, all right, we might have a rotation here. We might have a rotation.
That's what it was looking like, man.
With Trey Norwood, the unexpected start that he got with Cam Sutton, James Pierre being out there a little bit, Joe Hayden was locked down. I'm liking that. I'm definitely liking that.
Let's keep it going. And Bobby Briscoe says, I'm rocking the defensive coordinator polo. Yeah, I had Steelers. I work. I got like a job that I be doing every once in a while that requires me to get dressed up, and this is as dressed up as I get right now. So yes, I did have to do some little Steelers TV stuff. But hope you like my new shirt. Shout out. Carlos Hernandez says thoughts on Matt Canada and his play calling.
Good.
I liked him as well.
I don't know what else he could have really done differently. I know people were complaining maybe a little bit in the first half that we're getting the ball out fast. This looks like the same shit offense. It's like, I don't know what else you want him to do right now. Him or
was
Ben,
a lot else they could do.
You got to get it out because we're snapping the ball and these dudes are in the backfield pretty quick. You saw the rainbow that Ben tossed up. He had to make that pass.
Facts, bro. Facts.
That was like the longest pass we probably had in the first half.
To me, man.
But then to stick with the running game that we talked about.
That was my big part for me, man. Seeing Matt Canada through all the adversity stick with the rushing attack, because he could have very well said, you know what, let's just fall in love with the pass, right? Let's see if Ben can get it going and get hot in the second half and roll that way. But he did not do that. He stayed true to himself. Like you said, probably against a lot of our judgment, right? Because a lot of us like, man, look, bro, this ain't working. You're going to need to open it up a little bit. Can we get vertical, please? But shout out to Matt Canada, man. Absolutely right there, man.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. All right. So we're about to hop to these phone lines real quick, man. First up, Wyatt Kirby. We appreciate your support as well. We're going to get to these phones, and then we should have enough time to get back to some of these chats at the end of this thing.
Works for me.
So I will get this thing square over here. As we hear from these upper room members. Ooh-wee, because you always got to get it off your chest. And that's what we are going to do today.
Let me know in the comments if the volume needs to go up on the calls or not, if you guys are good hearing them.
Man, I like how you sound when I put these headphones on, man. Jeez, Deke. Wow. All right, make sure I don't open up the wrong thing. Hey, now. All right, let's get into it. Time to get it off your chest.
Moats, Deke, what's up? It is post halftime. This is Juicebox32 calling from ACO. We're mile high right here, baby. I am pumped right now. This game it was going exactly how I thought it was going to be. I expected our defense to play great. I expected our offense to struggle. Defense got a freaking punt block for a touchdown. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm optimistic for this year. Deke, you look so sad in that picture that Moats posted. I'm hoping you're smiling now. I tweeted at you. All right, man. Hey, everybody who Moats has missed so far, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Go Steelers. Love y'all, man. Peace.
Hey, shout out to Juicebox32. He actually said in the chat, he says, I was very excited and bouncing around my house. I don't think you were sad. I think because
I don't even know the picture,
bro. Kyle's gonna say what happened. That's when we first sat down. We were definitely still in the how do you say? We were in orbit during that time frame. Second half, we were a lot more aware of our situation, our focus. But that picture at the beginning, it was kind of. I think we both kind of like, all right, I'm here, and I'm good. So yes. But
I
either
was
way,
pretty
it was dope,
pissed
bro.
off on some of the things that were happening in that first half. I was not happy.
It was a rough go in that first half, man. Rough go. All right, but I like it, though. Shout out to Juicebox. All right, next up on the list, let's get it off your chest.
My youth, Moats and Deke. This is G. Alexander calling out of Richmond, Virginia. Just watched a hell of a game that was played by the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. I'd have to say, starting off, the Buffalo Bills defense was incredible. They crowded the line, 10 people in the box the entire game, which would make you believe that our offensive line didn't play as well as they did. Now, they do have some gentlemen need some work to do, but majority of the time they were sending more people than we could block, but they did a good job. Najee Harris will be okay. He showed you, 10 in the box, he still can ink out 1 or 2 yards or tough yards. I like the way Matt Canada called the game. He never gave up on the run. I like the way Big Ben played, the way our offensive weapons, where people better recognize the offense that we are bringing in. And the defense played impeccable. I loved the lineup when it was in the dime with either Bush or Schobert on the field as linebackers, and I had all the DBs on the backfield. And I really liked the lineup in the base D with Sutton at the nickel and Pierre out there on the island. Great win for the team. And we just put the NFL on notice. Steelers stay away to 7. Look forward to being on the call tomorrow.
Hey, shout out to the homie G Alexander right there. I like it.
Shout out.
Yes, indeed, man. He brought up some good points though, man. I like when y'all bring up good points on the calls through when y'all gotta get it off your chest. So let's go to this next one.
He was hopeful about the line.
Arthur
He was
and Deke.
very.
What's up? This is Chaz from the upper room. Yes, indeed. How about that? We got a 1 for the win column. This is Chaz. And I'm calling from the 412. So quick rundown on what I thought about the game. TJ Sachs, I called for 3. He got 2. Block punt TD, outstanding. Fourth down stops. 2 of them, outstanding. Offense woke up in the second half. We won't talk about the first half much. Nor would really surprise me. And the D was consistent and solid all the way through. So there's my 2 cents worth. I do a quick, easy assessment there. I think it's pretty accurate. And I'll catch you guys on the show tomorrow. Peace.
I like it. All right. Who's next up on the list to get it off your chest, man? So far, so good. So far, these been some good calls. Shout out to G Alexander. Shout out to Juicebox32. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping this thing rolling here. All right. Next up on the list.
It's Hunter from Philadelphia, upper room member extraordinaire. 20-13, 5:23 left. Ben takes the first down snap. We got a pump fake and a deep throw and a flag down for Deontay. All I wanted to say is this defense, unreal. Let's go.
Yeah, Deontay was about to torch him.
Bro, he was. For a fact he was, bro. For a fact he was. But, hey, man, sometimes it's smarter to hold a guy versus allowing a touchdown.
10 yards,
yeah.
right?
Because they didn't even call it as pass interference either.
No.
Yeah,
it was too early in the route, I guess.
I mean, if you know you're going to get beat that soon, then yeah. That's the way you do it.
What's up, Moats and Deke? This is Bat 300, and there's 2 minutes left on the clock. Let's go, baby. What's up, Moats? Your Bills? What's up now, baby? O-line grew up in the second half, like the commentator said. Najee showing he's a big man, running through him. Our receivers showing us what they about. Our defense going crazy. DBs, linebackers, Devin and Joe. Safety showed up. Let's go, baby. Pittsburgh all day.
Hey,
that's a great recap.
Hey, shout out to Bat 300. He just said I was on Mars, but he was on that Bills pack. So it's so good. I love it.
That was a great recap.
I love it right there. That was solid right there. Absolutely, man. So we got to keep these things going, man. When y'all giving us this type of content, the way y'all call it in upper room members, y'all get that extra time on the show, all right? So yes, indeed. Let's hear from the next member of the upper room.
Hey, everybody. This is Jalga, the Brobarian. I want to say good to hear from y'all. Well, it's going to be good to hear from y'all. It was good to watch the game. I was looking at only really 3 items. How well Ben's going to do, like can he score on his first drive? I want to see how well Najee Harris is going to perform and the rest of the receivers, especially Juju, Deontay, Claypool, and Washington, and of course Freiermuth. It was lackluster to me. Scoring wasn't that high, but at the same time, it was enough. It looked like they were going to falter, but it looks like they found a way to get things back together, and that was very important for an environment that they were playing in. 45 yards for the running back, Harris. That was nice. Ben with a touchdown when it needed it. Deontay, after being injured, it seemed like, got a touchdown. The defense did their thing. It's good seeing Watt out there. I want to say I can't wait for next weekend. I'm glad we got things rolling. I would have loved to saw Ben score in his first. You know what? A win's a win, and we're in. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for letting us do this again. God bless you all, and go Steelers.
I think he needs to read an audiobook.
Bro, he has the best voice. Shout out to Jalga. But, bro, I started laughing because Daquan Walker, Daquan Walker says, thought this was the Allstate man. Like, bro, come on, man. But I love it though. His voice is A1 always. All right, who do we have next up on the list?
Yo, this is Roscoe Smokes out here in Vegas. Man, what a game. You know what? We let you know, Moats. Your prediction ain't come out that clear, huh? But yeah, we got the dub. We came out the building energized. Now he's looking pretty good at the end, starting to heat up. And Ben threw his Ben was out there doing his thing. But overall, we got the dub. On to next week, Raiders. Calling that one already, 20-10. Y'all have a good night, man.
I like the early prediction.
Hey, and I like how he called me out, man. Everybody's just coming at me. It's one of them days, baby. It's like that. But
they thought that was me.
Maybe Deke, did you do that, Deke? Now let me check the time on that call. Now that I think about it, man, was that you, Deke? Oh, no, that ain't no Roscoe Smoke. Oh, that sounded like that was you, Deke. Was that Deke?
Do we ever have a Roscoe Smokes in the chat?
Man. I'm gonna have to double check this now. I don't know. This name doesn't look too familiar, Deke. It's not looking too familiar.
You never see. You never see Deke and Roscoe Smokes in the same place.
Hey, that's all I'm saying, man. Does he happen to have a mustache? Did he have a 69 jersey on yesterday?
You never see.
That's all I'm saying,
You never
man.
see the two names pop up in the chatter on the same time, huh?
Hey, see? Uh-huh. Come on, start double checking y'all next time, man. Have to double check y'all a little bit. And Michael Patrick McCracken, I saw you a couple times, man. I appreciate that. He was saying congrats on the JMU Hall of Fame, man. Definitely means a lot to me. And I did see some other questions coming up about how to be, how to call in next time. Well, they're for upper room members only, right? But what I do is every game, as soon as the game is over, about halftime in the game, I will post the number to call into for that particular game, and it'll be for the upper room members only. So that's why everyone else can't see the post with the numbers. It's one of the perks of being an upper room member. So yeah, that's why that thing is what it is, baby. But let's get back to these calls as we hear from somebody else in the upper room.
Yo, what up, Deke? What up, Moats? This is Chase calling from Arizona. Man, I love the podcast. I join every time on the live. I won't listen to it at work. Gotta say, man, I'm very impressed on how the team played today. I told you guys that we were going to come out and knock Buffalo in the mouth, and guess what we did? We knocked Buffalo in the mouth. I called it from the get-go. I dropped $100 on the game, making Pittsburgh going to win on the money line. Man, I made some of that moolah off the
Oh, that was on me. That's on me. Dang.
I made some money too. I'm with
Buffalo in the mouth. I called it from the get-go. I dropped $100 on the game, making Pittsburgh going to win on the money line. Man, I made some of that moolah off this. And I got to say, man, that defense is looking nasty. I got to say, we're going to number one defense in the NFL by the end of the year. And let me tell you, everybody better watch out. That offense is only going to get better. I feel a stairway to 7 coming along. Till next time. Peace.
A lot of people are saying that my man was definitely on Mars with that call right there.
Who, that guy or Roscoe Smokes?
Well, we know Roscoe definitely. Definitely Roscoe. But I like it though.
Fan of the defense.
I mean, how could you not be though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The defense played really well yesterday, man. I was very impressed with them. Yes, John Doe. It's weird. I'm not really humble. I'm because y'all weren't with me yesterday. Y'all didn't get a chance to see. But I'm treating this the same way I did the game. For regardless of who was playing well, who was doing what, I was even kill right down. I was just chilling. And that's what I'm doing today. Even kill, just chilling. You see where my loyalty lies? Was obvious during the game as well. But as a whole, I'm not going to go either way too hard. I'm chilling. Y'all ain't about to have me out here having to pick. I ain't doing that today. We are past that. All right. Let's get to this next call. Where are we? Oh, there we go.
Hey, Moats. It's Jake from North Carolina again. Man, what a win. What a dub. Loving it. I make sure to keep the heat out of this one. I love you guys, man. Have a good day.
Said he able to keep the heat out. All right. Hey, man. Keep the heat in, keep the heat out. Just keep it clean. All right? Because I don't want us to get kicked off. That's all. But as long as you keep it clean, we're good. See, if they could keep it clean and we could know for a fact they would keep it clean, we could do these live. But you just never know nowadays. Woo.
Hello, Deke and Moats. This is Trina Still Diva, Stone Mountain, Georgia, 404, and repping Trenton, New Jersey, 609. Just called, didn't see much of the second half. I was very upset in the first half. Again, we're starting slow. We can't get anything going on offense in the first half of the game. I don't understand it, but they pulled it out. Our defense is awesome. Love them. Got a couple questions about our secondary, but I think we're going to be okay. All right, fellas. Talk to you later. Sorry, Moats. We had to do it. Bye.
Even Trina, come on, Trina. I thought we was connected here, Trina. You gonna get me with the sorry, but come on, Trina. This like when Deke hit me with the like, come on, man. I didn't sit in that stadium for that long, being a part of I was on the receiving end for it, all because I had my bandana on, my Steeler bandana. I didn't sit here and endure that to be said that I was not a part of Steeler Nation. Deke, you witnessed it. You saw me. What did I have it on? Yes or no? Was I rocking with the Steelers? Yes or no? You let me know. You could confirm.
Well, we got a vlog coming out, right?
Oh, actually, yeah, we do got a vlog, which is going to document it even more. So for all of the people pointing fingers and saying that Moats isn't a Steeler fan, saying that Moats didn't do this, or he going to get up here and act like that, y'all going to get a chance to see the truth. Y'all going to get a chance to see what actually happened. And that's coming soon, baby. That is coming soon. Man, but y'all, I'm be feeling attacked a little bit, man. Y'all I thought we were friends. This is supposed to be a safe community. It doesn't feel really safe or community-like right now. All right.
Moats, Deke, chat. This is John, a.k.a. South Florida Steel 777, calling after an amazing victory. That game, wow, the tale of two halves. The first half, the offense, 10 points didn't look like it was going to be possible. And then in the second half, the team stepped up, played much better. Cam Sutton made some big plays, and I am very pleased. However, it's going to be a long season. This division looks stout, and I can't wait till next week. Cheers, fellas.
Kind of threw me off at the end.
Long season. I think it's going to be a fun-ass season.
Right. Because I get like the long season in the sense of, it's going to be some tough teams, but I don't really think of it as long when we're not going to be kicking butt or not having fun. I think we're going to be having fun. Do I think the division is good? Yes. Even though we joked about Browns doing Browns things, I looked at that more as like, Mahomes doing Mahomes things too now. But the division as a whole looks good. It looks really good. I think it's going to be exciting. But I don't think it's going to be a long season for us. No. As long as 7 there, we going to be fine. You take 7 out, all right, I don't feel as good right now. I don't. Based on how it was yesterday, I mean, I don't know if Mason and Haskins give me that final 2 series like that. Do you?
Oh, Ben. I mean,
dude,
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think they got that right now. Yeah.
That's why we have Ben, bro. That's why he comes back. And it actually even goes back. Like a perfect parallel, in my opinion, is what you saw with Baker Mayfield in the Chiefs game. Had the ball I think it was like last 2 or 3 series. Franchise quarterback, get the job done. He's not getting the job done for the Browns. We have a franchise QB. We have Big Ben, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer. I don't know what other descriptions I got to throw out there. And legend gets the dub.
And then you look at Patrick Mahomes. Another example. Franchise quarterback, down 10, couple minutes left in the game. What does he do? 70-yard bomb. And then he comes back and leads us to another touchdown drive. Absolutely, man. Right now, Baker played well, though. Now, we ain't going to knock Baker. Baker balled out. But that is the difference right now. Oh, right. Now, this next one, this is going to be interesting, man, because I think my man Michael got cut off in his joint. So let's see how this thing rolls. All right. Here we go.
Deke, Moats, I don't even know if you're taking calls, but I'm making calls anyway. Gotta say about this game, man, the young guys look good. Trey Norwood looked fantastic.
Damn.
Oh, hold on now. Where you at?
Art Mollett looked fantastic. Pierre looked fantastic. Loved the play of Ingram. The young guys just looked fantastic in this game, man. So loved it. Here we go, Steelers, man. That was a fantastic win. Peace out, fellas. See ya on Thursday.
Thursday? What on Monday, baby? Come on now. Jeez. All right. Next one right here.
Deke, Moats, Michael, Patrick, McCracken. I called before, but I had first game phone call nerves, and I didn't think I did a good job on that one. Love the play of the young guys. Art Mollett played fantastic. Cam Sutton.
Hey, hold on, man. I started laughing.
Pierre,
I hit the button. My
I think
bad.
he played fantastic. Trey Norwood had a great game. Loved the play of Melvin Ingram. He was being held and causing havoc back there the whole time. TJ Watt was good. Najee Harris seemed like he was never really ready for the pass, which was kind of odd. He's such a good pass catcher. Seems like he was never thinking he was going to get the ball. Great team win. Loved the block by Miles Killebrew, another young guy. That game was fantastic. 1-0 going against the AFC East team, so that's fantastic. Let's go Steelers. See you guys Thursday. I'll be in town for the Raiders game. Bye.
So maybe he's saying he's coming into Pittsburgh, on Thursday. Yeah, because I was like, whoo, boy, you doubled down on Thursday. But Michael Patrick McCracken, you rallied right there. You know what? That was like we had a rough first half at it. We had a little halftime, and then we came back, man. Hey, that's how you bounce back right there, Michael Patrick McCracken. Shout out to us Irish folk out here, man. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be talking about my man coming at the Thursday. Yeah.
That's what he said. He just said yes and Pitt Thursday.
Yeah. Hey, and make sure you pull up to the tailgate on Sunday, man.
Yeah.
Red Lot 5A, the big tailgate, the home opening tailgate. This is the tailgate of all tailgates. This is the one you do not want to miss. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's going to be a good one. All right, let's see who we got here.
What's up, Arthur, Moats, and Deke? Overall, I felt the game was pretty good. I figured you would think the offensive line would be pretty rusty since this is the first time playing. But as the game went on, pretty much improved. So I would give the O-line probably a B/C grade with Najee Harris. And Ben only got sacked 2-3 times, so that's a good day for me. Defense kept us in the game, ended up winning the game for us in special teams. So overall, I'll give the Steelers grade a B. Excited for week 2. Hopefully I see you guys at the Steelers Broncos game. Peace.
I like it. Also, turns that Broncos game, that's in Pittsburgh as well. Yeah, you should be seeing this, baby. That's all we're saying. Red Light 5A. You know we're going to get it in. Steelers Girl 517 says she'll also be in town on Friday. So if you're in town and you're staying for the game, make sure you pull up for us, at the tailgate, Red Light 5A, to start the pregame festivities off. And it looks like Michael Patrick McCracken said he'll be bringing a couple of gifts as well. We stay with party favors. Sometimes Deke doesn't like my party favors, but I think I have great gifts. I do. I really do, man. You scaring people off, man. The way I don't know what you told your brother-in-law, man, or it's cousin-in-law, excuse me, your cousin-in-law. But as soon as I went to offer, I was like, hey, would you like a party favor? When I go golfing, I got party favors. Figure out this game, you want a party favor? He's like, oh, no, I heard about yours. I'm good. I got a function the rest of the day. I was like, dang, bro, it ain't like that, is it?
He did. He had to drive.
I don't know why you said it.
I drove like halfway, and then he took the other way. Yeah.
You had my man panicking, bro. He was like, "Nah, I don't want none of that. I don't know what you got over there. I don't know what that is, but you keep it to yourself, please." He was very nice in his refusal. Like, no, with all due, I insist you keep that gift. Like, dang, go on, man. So it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, let's get a couple more of these in here too, baby.
What is up, Master Moats and Deke do? My name is Mason Evan. I'm calling out of Fort Worth, Texas. And I just got to say that defense, man. Our front seven looks great. And then our secondary looked better than I thought they would. Holding Stephon Diggs to, 68 yards? That's pretty crazy. But our offense took a while to get warmed up, as they usually do. So I'm hoping that changes. And I saw a couple rookie from the O-line. Kendrick Green looked panic sometimes, didn't know what to do, or they do a stunt and he'd be left with no one to block, and then he'd look somewhere else, and then they'd go right where he was supposed to be. So I'm hoping that gets polished up with Kendrick Green. But all around, that secondary looked better than I thought from us. Good game. Y'all have a great night, day. Don't know when this is going to air, but all right, take care.
Hey, Deke, dude, how you feeling? You good over there, man?
I'm good. Never heard that iteration of my nickname.
Deke, dude, I love it.
That was hilarious.
Hey, man, this is why I dropped the number when I drop it. I'm like, I want the raw emotion after the game. I want to hear where you're at after you fully researched, or you might be continuing your research. That's what I be wanting to hear. And we're getting the good ones today, man. Let's get the good ones. Let's keep it going. All right, let's see who we got here.
What's up, Moats and Deke? It's Twan checking in from ATL. Just want to say the Steelers defense was on fire, but what do you expect with the highest paid defender in the league, baby? TJ Watt was good. I also want to say thank you for welcoming me to the upper room, and that block punt was pretty dope. Peace.
I like it. All right, we're going to go to one more. Then after that, man, we will go ahead and wrap this thing up. Man, I will say this, dude. After a win in the regular season, y'all, upper room members, y'all was showing up and showing out on these calls. Literally, we could probably go on for another 40 minutes of just phone calls now, right? It was like legit like that. That's why I was like, yo, salute to everybody that has been called. Bro, like literally, it was like 2 hours in my phone. I was like, I can't use my phone right now. It just keeps.
You'd be listening to a podcast of calling.
It became like, we're going to just go straight radio right now, man, because, the calls are coming in. But that's a big time shout out to y'all. We're going to keep these things
big
going.
Time shout out.
Definitely will, man. But we're going to get one more in. Then after that, go through a couple more of these supers. Then we'll wrap it up. All right. So, here we go. Oh, I like this one. I think I do. I don't even know. Moment of truth.
Hey, guys. This is Rich Rasmussen out in South Dakota. Just calling in about the game. Rough first half for our offense. I think the offensive line picked it up better in the second half, but Chuks, revolving door, Okorafor is not the answer at right tackle. We need to look at signing somebody, or hopefully Banner will be back soon. Defense looked great. Cam Sutton flying all over the field. TJ Watt's worth every penny. You guys have a good one.
Very accurate about TJ Watt. What'd you feel about that one?
Got him on a deal, huh? 28. I thought it was going to be 30.
80 for the guarantees. Yeah. So I don't want to say he lost. I'm not going there.
For me, it's going to be, what does Nick Bosa get? What does Chase Young get? What's the market going to look like? Is it going to reset itself? Or is it going to be where they're getting like 35, 40, and TJ Watt's deal looks like a discount? But if he keeps playing like this, I don't care. Like, we win a Super Bowl and he's playing like this. No one's going to care. I could give two shits about how much money he's making.
No question. All right, I lied. I got time for two more calls, man. We got two more. We're going to get in here real quick. All right. This from the homie, Reginald.
Hey, Moats. This is Reginald Billingsworth, third, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Checking in. I just wanted to say our secondary was playing very good at moments. They had a couple of lapses, but James Pierre, man, he was playing very good. I think that he did probably the best job on Diggs that I've seen in a couple of seasons. So I just want your take on that. All right, man, enjoy.
Shout out to Reginald as well, man. I always be trying to get to him too, man. I always be missing him. But no, man, I agree, man. I thought that in terms of the coverage on Diggs, man, it was good. The catches that he had, kind of like what you said, they were just the short slant variety stuff, nothing of major impact. And part of that was the coverage, and another part of that was the rush that we're talking about as well. Though the way those guys up front were able to create havoc in the backfield was nuts, man. But I thought as a whole, man, the secondary as a unit, I thought they did just a really good job on Diggs, because all of them had times where they had to go against him as well, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. All righty. Yeah. I ain't gonna be able to get back over there. So yeah, we good with those. Yeah.
And then we got back to the chats then, huh?
Yep.
I am.
Should I be transparent? I should probably tell the people, hey man,
I have no chats on mine.
Most usually go to 4 hours. Why y'all rushing the day? All right. I'm getting a little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So my little man plays soccer, right? Just started playing. Last week he had his first practice. It was on Thursday night. What did I tell you I was at on Thursday? Top Golf for the charity event for Salvation Army. He has his second practice tonight.
Yeah, you got to get that practice.
I got to be there. You feel me? I can't miss that practice, man. It's my little man. He's excited. We went out there, got him his cleats, got him his uni and stuff like that. He's ready to go.
You don't want to be one of those dads in the movies.
Exactly, bro.
Always missing the kids' practice and stuff.
They're like, man, hey, the show is great. He's worked great, but he's not there for the moments. And this was a big reason why I retired, so I could be there for those type of moments. So I figured I would be transparent with y'all, so y'all not like, yo, man, what's up, Moats? Why you cutting it all short today? That's why. All right.
That's why.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what are we doing with these super chats? Do we have time to run through them still?
We do.
Is it rapid fire?
You know what we're going to do? We'll read off a couple of them right now. I'll take pictures of the rest. And then when we come back here Wednesday night, because we got the Wednesday primetime show coming. Hey, that's not coming soon. That's coming up. That's Wednesday night primetime. That's what we do on Wednesdays. Y'all know that. We set the mood for y'all, all right? Whatever we don't finish today, I'll make sure that I hit on the front end on Wednesday night.
Okay.
And that'll be the plan right there.
Works for me.
So, yeah, baby.
Maybe some of them will be topics anyway, or ways we can incorporate it into the show. So, good work out.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right. So, a couple more off the top. I will start with, and you don't have any on your
I have
end,
none.
Okay.
I have one, but it's going to be the last one.
Oh,
so, it's
well,
not going to
you
matter.
doubted
We're
it.
going to be hitting it.
Yeah.
Probably on Wednesday anyway.
All right, perfect. All right, let me get to you real quick then, man. Where are we at? Because I don't want to rush. I don't like rushing through the supers because I'm like, man, if y'all felt strong enough about this topic that y'all wanted to compensate behind it, I feel like it always needs to get a little bit more attention, a little just due with that. But Damon Brown, man. Damon Brown says, we can't say enough about how great Ingram played. Edmonds balled out as well. He will never get his props until he gets 10 picks. Shaking my head. Yeah, absolutely. Not even 10 picks. 10 pick six is what he said. Absolutely right, man. It's dude, the most impressive play to me, I told you, that open field tackle he made on Singletary. Dude, that was not an easy play. That was form fit. That was very impressive right there, man. I was not expecting that.
He
man.
might have got shook the next play, but
it's all right.
He played solid
make,
all the way around.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with how he played.
Nah, for a fact he did, man. For a fact. We also have Matt Mixich. Shout out to Matt Mixich. He says, yeah, here we go, Steelers, baby. Smoking that Bills pack. Great way to start off the birthday week. Oh, shout out to the birthday week. Well, happy early birthday. Let us know when your birthday is. Hopefully it's during a live. We'll make sure we sing something for you, all right? Matt Mixich, man, major love to you. All right, and I think we got time for a couple more of these.
Two more?
Yeah, we got time.
Dude, don't be late to your kids' practice. Don't miss it on our account.
We'd never miss it.
Okay.
It would be we're gonna be cutting it close. We're not gonna cut it close. I'm gonna read these next. I'm gonna read this last one from the other Mike
okay.
Matisich. I'm gonna read his off. Then we're out of this thing, man.
Okay.
So Mike, because I like how this one was. I wanted to end on this one. He says Bills Mafia got whacked. Because the play on Mafia, you get it right there. You got to whack them a little bit. Then he says offense woke in the second half. 100% they did, man. They definitely did.
Yeah, 2 drives. I mean, we had 3 drives in the red zone. 2 of them we get the field goal. 1 we end up scoring the touchdown. But yeah, offense was really solid. I mean, there were points.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned offensive line still needs some work, but they really flipped the switch, at least in yesterday's game, from my standpoint. And then Ben made plays whenever, they would let some guys leak through. He was going vintage on us, moving around the pocket.
I like when we get vintage Ben. I like vintage
throw
Ben.
a dagger down the field, and then Najee Harris kept at it. And then we ended up getting a couple decent running plays where he was able to gash the defense. I'm with him.
Facts, man. Facts. And I made sure I took all the pictures of all the chats, so we're good on everything on that end. So we are good. Also, for those upper room members, tomorrow is Zag Banner Tuesdays, the second one, right? You already know how fun last week's was. Obviously, we talked about it, man. If you are on the chat and you got time and we got time and the conversation is, allowing it, we will read off some of your comments to the big fella, all right? So for the upper room members, if you want to be on that call, the call starts at 12:20. That's when the live starts, all right? So make sure you got time to tune in so that way you can be a part of the live element of this thing for Zach Banner Tuesdays. But yeah, with that being said, I can't be late. So, Deke, crew, this was fun.
Yeah.
Look forward to doing this again on Wednesday night, and hopefully by then, y'all will stop throwing me as a Bills fan, only, bruh. All right. I love y'all. That's all I'm saying, Deke. You saw what it hurt me at times to see the look on their side when I was like, I had to draw a line. I can't help it. I'm sorry. But I ain't take it off. That's all I'm saying. I ain't not at any time during the game. No. So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody that was on the chat today. Shout out to everybody that called in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.